The following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
Gymnasium, the 10th-ranked Hiland Hawks, a number 2 seed in this East District in Division 4, have a record of 19-4. They've won 3 straight in 6 of their last 7 games. They're taking on the 5th-seeded Monroe Central Seminoles. They have a record of 18-7. They won 4 games in a row. It's all for the right to move on to the district championship game this Friday night. Stay tuned for the pregame show on WKLM.
Fox's Pizza Den in Millersburg is looking for smiling faces to join their team. Day shifts are available 6 to 7 hours per day, 6 days a week. Successful candidates will need the following skills: the ability to work as a team, self-motivated, dependable, customer-focused, and able to follow directions with limited supervision. If you are interested, stop by the store at 42 North Grant Street to pick up an application. Fox's Pizza Den is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
When it comes to service of your farm equipment, your one-stop shop should be at Buckeye Farm and Garden. In their full-service garage, they can work on any construction tractor, farm equipment, or fleet service. And check out their shop for their selection of construction and farm equipment to rental equipment. Buckeye Farm and Garden will try to get you what you need to get the job done. Whether it's farm equipment, parts, or service, stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden, located off State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Check them out at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com or call 674-0456. Buckeye Farm and Garden, your farm equipment connection. Sauls in Berlin wishes good luck to all Holmes County coaches, players, and families on the tournament trail. They also invite you to stop in and see all the new spring items they have to offer, including potting benches and glass window boxes. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind unique item, including a large selection of hot sauces, marinara, and salsas to share with the community, visit Sauls online at saulsinberlin.com or find them on Facebook.
If you're thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You are ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Rob Huvis with Edward Jones Investments in Millersburg. Let's work together to help ensure that your finances can keep up with your own needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by my office at 212 North Washington Street. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Since 1991, the Holmes County Education Foundation has awarded more than $9 million in scholarships to residents pursuing higher education. Scholarships for the 2021-2022 academic year will be available on our website at www.hcef.net starting in January. Holmes County residents and Holmes County high school graduating seniors may apply.
Get financial solutions when you need it from Dave Stayball Financial Services. After winning 6 state championships as a head basketball coach, Dave Stayball knows that planning, preparation, and hard work can lead to success. And the same can be applied to your financial future. Whether you are a young adult, individual, family, or a business, Dave Stayball Financial Services will establish financial goals and income protection. Contact Dave Stayball Financial Services at 893-1900, located at 4585 State Route 39, Millersburg. Securities offered through ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA SIPC.
The Holmes County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau is proud to support our local athletes. Our mission is to help our members succeed through advocacy, leadership, economic development, innovation, communication, and maintaining our community's identity. Visit www.holmescountychamber.com.
Jewelry is meant to be worn and enjoyed, but periodic inspection and maintenance is an important part of protecting your investment. This is Sue Spieler from the Jewelry Store in Millersburg. Part of our total service to our customers is free cleaning and inspection of settings. Pieces should be checked every 6 months for prong wear or damage. We can advise you if any repairs are needed, and all repairs are done right here at the Jewelry Store, 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg.
It's time for Before the Tip, brought to you by Hauberens Insurance and Millersburg.
Are you covered? Hi, this is Larry Hobron from Hobron's Insurance Service in Millersburg and Sugar Creek. We don't believe in selling our customers the cheapest insurance coverage. We believe in selling you the right insurance coverage. At Hobron's Insurance Service, we won't sell you a minimum limits policy when you have a home or business to protect. We'll set you up a policy that offers you complete coverage for the long-term peace of mind. See our full list of services on our website at hobronsinsurance.com or call us at 674-9091 or 1-800-340-3767 for a complete insurance coverage quote.
Alongside Hiland Hawks head basketball coach Mark Stable coming off that overtime win over TCC to capture the sectional title to get to this district semifinal game. And what you see, it's survive and advance this time of year, Mark, and it certainly was that last contest.
Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of a survive and advance game. Our kids just kind of willed themselves to victory on a night we didn't play our best offensively, and get to play again.
Down by 7 points kind of midway through the fourth quarter. Quite frankly, Mark, you didn't look good for your team. What was the kind of the message at that point for your team as you were able to make that big run here to tie the game up?
It's always the same in those situations. You can't score a 7-point play. You just got to do one play at a time. And, we had to take some chances. Luckily, a few things went our way. But the biggest thing was we offensive rebounded it really well in the last 3 minutes of the game, got ourselves extra shots, and, got the big stops when we needed them. And, just were able to get that thing to overtime and then give ourselves a chance.
A lot of big hustle plays you mentioned down the stretch, and also offensively, Dylan Weaver again seemed to make really some big shots as well down the stretch.
Yeah, Dylan was phenomenal, I thought, all game long. He really carried us in the first half also. And, and then, Tony Yoder didn't have a ton of points, but the points he had were huge. And, Grant Miller, I thought, played maybe his best game that he's played maybe in his career. Really a nice game at both ends of the floor.
Just seemed like when you finally got to overtime, Marcus, so much of a struggle as it was all game long, just guys just seemed to be ready to kind of close that game out.
Yeah, and even there we got down three pretty quick, but we're able to come back, take the lead, and once we had the lead, man, it was like the biggest sigh of relief ever, and then our kids were able to close it out.
Got that win. You move on to the district semifinals, as we mentioned, here at Cambridge tonight, taking on Monroe Central. Comes in at 18-7. What do you know about this Monroe Central team?
Oh, very, very good team. Play extremely hard. They've been in a lot of battles. They've been in a lot of close games. A lot like us, battle tested, not afraid to play in a close game. Something we're used to. They've got, an elite player, and so we've gone against that a lot here late in the year, and their point guard is going to present a lot of the same challenges we faced in some of our games we played late here.
What does it mean, I guess, from your side of things, Mark, first, what you have to do in a game like this?
Well, I mean, it's the things, the tournament games, it's rebounding, turnovers. Usually a team that wins those two battles gives themselves a really good chance. I think this kind of game with two teams that are maybe not as familiar with each other, you kind of you hope you don't give up easy hoops, and you hope you can get some easy hoops just because there's a feeling out process. And I hope that our experience in this kind of a game will pay off for us a little bit.
We'll see, Mark, maybe not an advantage because you mentioned they've had close battles themselves, but the fact that these guys have been in so many close games this year, and you look at that last game, just not panicking in the situation down the stretch. How big is that for this group going forward here in tournament play?
Yeah, and we've said it the last few years, our schedule's been so tough. When we get behind, we don't panic. If we have a close game, we don't panic. We feel like our schedule prepares us for tough tournament games like these.
Mark, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
That's always the Hiland Hawks head basketball coach, Mark Stable.
Before the Tip has been brought to you by Hobron's Insurance in Millersburg.
Holmes Limestone Company of Berlin is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes, and they understand scholar athletes work hard in the gym and in the classroom, spending long hours, late nights, and sacrifices for not only their personal goals, but also their teams. Your friends at Holmes Limestone have been in business since 1948, and they are located on State Route 39 east of Berlin. Holmes Limestone would like to take this opportunity to salute parents, coaches, teachers, and athletes for their hard work and dedication throughout the year. Holmes Limestone, proud to be a part of your community.
Wayne Garage Door is a proud sponsor of area sports teams. Wayne Garage Door understands that goals can be reached by working hard and playing as a team, and the same can be said about how Wayne Garage Door conducts their everyday business. Customer satisfaction is the name of their game, and they work hard to achieve this goal. Visit their website at waynedoor.com or come down to their beautiful store and check their products out for yourself and let Bob or Matt put their team to work for you. Stop by their showroom on Route 39 in Dover or call 330-343-6679. Wayne Garage Door, more than just garage doors.
This winter season, while you're driving back and forth to all the basketball games, just remember that one of your stops should be at TMK Farm Service. They offer Halite Winter Melt Dragon Melt and Calcium Chloride Salt, perfect for steps, sidewalks, and driveways, along with U.S. water conditioning pellets that work in all types of water conditioners. Plus, for all you animal lovers, TMK also features their very own manufactured feed, as well as being a Kalmbach Feeds and Purina Mills dealer. That's TMK Farm Service, with 4 locations to serve you, in Berlin, Sugar Creek, and New Bedford, along with their organic facility in Holmesville.
At Gugesberg Cheese, you'll find an unbelievable section of your favorite cheeses, as well as some really good deals. In case you're looking for something unique, we have a number of imports, along with the Gugesberg classics you know and love. If you haven't already curd, it really doesn't get cheddar than this. So don't Swiss out. Hit the road, Pepperjack, and stop on out to Gugesberg Cheese, where the baby Swiss is really, really good. Yeah, we know this ad is cheesy, but we reclut nothing.
Busy Bees Auto Gear has moved to a new location on Township Road 311, Middlesburg, in the former Jim Barhart Auto Body facility. They are your one-stop shop for just about anything that pertains to your vehicle. Proudly dealing with over 1,400 manufacturers, just bring it in and they'll take care of all your accessories, do your ceramic coatings, and fix your dents, and do it all at one place. From residential to commercial, Busy Bees Auto Gear 100% stands behind all of their work. Call Busy Bees Auto Gear today at 330-674-1122. That's 674-1122.
Melway Paving Company is a well-known asphalt paving contractor for homes in surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, chip and seal seal coating. For your next paving project, call Melway Paving at 330-279-9000. Melway Paving is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Join the Coppin Realty and Auctions online-only Heartland Gas Stove, Furniture, and Collectibles Auction, with bidding officially open and ending on Thursday, March 3rd at 6 p.m. This auction has Hull pottery, Royal Ironstone china, Steins glassware, books, dining room tables, dresser, and more on County Road 100 in Big Prairie. For more information, contact Cliff Sprang at 330-464-5155. That's the Coppin Realty and Auction online-only Heartland Gas Stove, Furniture, and Collectibles Auction on March 3rd at 6 p.m. Visit coppin-auctions.com.
Hi, this is Sarah Clark. At Creative Edge, we personalize a unique look for each individual. We care and build relationships with our clients, and we strive for the latest trends through continual education. Creative Edge has a professional, relaxing, and positive atmosphere. Creative Edge is a full-service salon offering dimensional hair coloring, haircut designs, nails, pedicures, and massage. Please call for an appointment today at 330-674-3343. Stop by and visit at 5354 Township Road 336 off of State Route 39.
56-27 before eventually defeating the top seed Malvern at Malvern by the score of 48-43 to capture the district championship. And then in the regional semifinals for the Hawks, they would get a win over Gloucester Trimble 56-48 before eventually falling in the regional finals last year by 5 points, going down to New Boston Glenwood 44-39 in that regional championship game. For Monroe Central last year, they are the 5 seed in the East District in Division 4. They would defeat the 9 seed Bishop Rosecrans 65-44, and then would lose in their sectional final game to the 4 seed Strasburg by 4 points, going down by a score of 48-44 to Strasburg in that sectional final game from a season ago in their tournament run. Stay tuned, more to come on the pregame show after this on WKLM.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home building and woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for each project like they care for their own. Keim offers free next-day delivery on an unmatched selection of stock items within their local delivery area. Shop a growing selection of products available online at Keim.express or call to place your order today. Yes, you heard right. You can place your local delivery order online at Keim.express. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
With unpredictable power outages affecting homeowners more frequently than ever, Generac's best-selling home standby generators are designed to protect your home and family from extended power failures. This is Carrie Taylor inviting you to partner with Millersburg Electric and Generac for a free in-home assessment to identify the right generator for your backup power and financial needs. Power you control with peace of mind from Millersburg Electric, Ohio's premier Generac generator dealer. Call today or visit millersburgelectric.com.
You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires and homes in surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085. With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated By Winco windows. By Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more insulation value. By Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Stop in all this week for these great deals at Roadie's IGA Marketplace. They have pork loin boneless pork chops for $2.49 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English roast for $4.59 a pound, and a 2-pound package of red ripe Florida strawberries for $4.99. They also have beef rib boneless ribeye steak for $10.99 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English steak for $4.79 a pound, pork loin boneless pork roast for $2.29 a pound, and Bob Evans rolled sausage for $3.99. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Roadie's IGA.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
Home Siding Contractors.
For Hiland this season, lost their first game of the year, of course, to Akron East by a score of 56-44. Then Hiland went on that long winning streak before eventually falling to Western Reserve Academy on their home floor by a score of 48-39 in that game. Then also had a 51-48 overtime loss at home to Indian Valley. Now, Hiland, however, since then, the only loss they had going into this game tonight was that loss to Dalton in regular season play. Fell to them by 1 point, 61-60 to a very good Dalton team on the road. Hiland does have a record of 19-4 on the season. They're the 10th ranked team in Division 4, and they have won 3 straight in 6 of their last 7 games. For Monroe Central, the Seminoles, they come in. They had won their first of 3 games of the year, then lost 3 games in a row, and falling down to Barnesville on the road, 66-44, a 56-40 loss at Shadyside, and lost 57-42 at home to Caldwell. And then won 3 straight before losing 46-44 at River. And then would go on a nice winning streak after that as they would win 7 straight and then eventually will lose 3 games in a row. Following the River, 40-30, a 60-52 loss at Wheeling Central Catholic, and lost 59-53 at home to Caldwell. But since then, they have come in winning 4 straight with the record of 17-7 on the season. Hiland is averaging 54 points per contest, while most Monroe Central averages just under 55 a game. Defensively, the Hawks allowing 42.9 points per contest, while Monroe Central gives up 48.5 a game on the defensive end. So the defensive edge certainly going to the Hiland side. Hiland, of course, out of the IVC South Division, where they won the IVC South outright this year. The IVC title going 11-1 in conference play. Garaway went second place at 9-3, followed by Tusky Valley at 7-5. Indian Valley went 6-6. Ridgewood 5-7. Sandy Valley went 3-9, and Claymont went 1-11. Stay tuned. More to come on the pregame show after this on WKLM. Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent, Hobrun's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Critchfield Law Firm has always been dedicated to providing the highest quality legal services to their clients throughout Holmes County and surrounding areas. Critchfield Law Firm also understands the dedication of our youth. From the classroom to the music room to athletics, Holmes County's best is represented in every academic area. Critchfield Law Firm in Millersburg, wishing all who participate the best in their endeavors.
Do your New Year's resolutions involve becoming a better saver? CSB can help with that. Our website provides tips and guides for getting started, and our Money Manager tool within online banking will help keep you on track. The budget tool creates a custom plan based off your last 3 months of spending, helping to tailor your budget to your lifestyle. Let CSB help you find success in sticking to your budget. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Broman & Byler in Millersburg is a local full-service accounting firm. Hello, this is John Byler. We offer a complete range of services from tax, business, and estate planning to bookkeeping and payroll services. When choosing a financial advisor at tax time, choose Broman & Byler at 161 North Washington Street in Millersburg. You can reach us at 330-674-8222.
Hi, this is Brent Schrock from Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. We love trees and the beauty of our rural community, but trees near our power lines is our #1 reason for power outages. That's why your cooperative spends over $1 million a year to trim trees near our right-of-ways. Vegetation management is a proactive approach and a key component to our commitment to provide safe and reliable electricity to our members. So next time you plant a tree, look up, make sure the tree is shading your house and not our lines.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Visit Hummel Group in Berlin, Mansfield, Orville, Wadsworth, and Worcester today at HummelGRP.com. Of course, they are the number 2 seed. The 10th-ranked team in Division 4 won their first tournament game over the 15-seed Bellsville, 61-10. But the second game, a much different story, as Hiland had to come back down from behind a 47-40 midway in that fourth quarter, closed out the fourth on an 11-4 run, and eventually went to overtime where they would win it 61-56 in OT to defeat the 8-seed TCC and capture that sectional title to advance on to tonight's district semifinal game. For Monroe Central, the 5-seed, they defeated the 10-seed Toronto 71-63, and then got a 7-point win over the 4-seed Caldwell to capture the sectional title, and that game was at Caldwell in that game, so got a win on the road 64-57 to capture their sectional championship. So the 5-seed Monroe Central gets the 2-seed Hiland tonight at Cambridge in the Division 4 district semifinals. The winner of this game will take on either the 3-seed Malvern or the 7-seed Shadyside. Those teams are squaring off tonight over at Harrison Central in their district semifinal game. So the winner of this game against either Malvern or Shadyside, that'll be in the district championship this Friday night at 7 p.m. Of course, that'll be at a neutral site. Hiland, of course, through the first 2 tournament games as a team, and the tournament trail averaging 61 a game and giving up 34 points per contest defensively. Hiland is shooting 33% from three-point distance. Their opponents have not made a three-point shot for them. And Hiland also shooting 50% from two-point range and also 55% from two-point range so far through the first 2 tournament contests. And also Hiland shooting 45% from the foul line, averaging 34.5 rebounds per contest, and also getting the 2 wins here in tournament play. Matt Croy alongside Benji Miller for tonight's contest as Hiland takes on Monroe Central. For the Hawks, of course, they had to survive and advance in that last game, and certainly that was the case in that last game over TCC. For the Hawks, maybe a little bit of new life as you move on here to this next tournament game here tonight.
Yep, and that's what we talked about a little bit before the airtime here is, you just live to play the next game, and you got to do what you got to do to fight through that, and sometimes it doesn't work your way, sometimes it does, and that's great to see. They're here. Place is pretty full. Student section's getting all excited already. You got to love it. It's going to be a very exciting night tonight, that's for sure.
Certainly is. And for Hiland, they've obviously played in plenty of big tournament games, went to the regional finals, this group from a season ago, and played a lot of big games. You got to imagine Monroe Central, obviously a very good team also in their own right, but playing those big games, just being in those situations, has to help you, would think, going to a game like this.
Yes, it does. And, coaching experience there as well, especially for Hiland. It goes a long way. It really does. And, the players feed off of that and just the respect and things like that. It carries on. It really does. And they've had a lot of good games this year where they had to bite on like the last game. And they just had to find a way. The coach said that we didn't panic and we just keep moving. And, there's no 7-point shot. And we talked about that before throughout the season as working together, and there's not. You wish there was sometimes, but it doesn't work that way.
No doubt about that. Should be a good one. Monroe Central comes in with Malachi Bruce Burton averaging 15.5 a game for their point guard. Also Tucker Howe, their forward, at 13.5 a game. So should be a good matchup between these two teams here tonight. Reminder, this game is being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page. That is courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia, Brady, Carrie, Garabrandt, and also Greg Perkins, providing full video tonight on the WKLM YouTube page and also on FM 95.3 and WKLM WKLM-FM.com. Reminder also, we're video live streaming the Garaway-Ridgewood game as well, in case you're wondering that. That's also on the WKLM YouTube page and also on Facebook, so if you want to catch that game also, that'll be video live stream as well. Garaway against Ridgewood, we're also airing that game on WKLM-FM.com on Stream 2. We'll take a break. Benji will back around with tonight's starting lineups and the opening tip after that on WKLM. Join the Coppin Realty and Auctions online-only Heartland gas stove, furniture, and collectibles auction, with bidding officially open and ending on Thursday, March 3rd at 6 p.m. This auction has Hull pottery, Royal Ironstone china, Steins glassware, books, dining room tables, dresser, and more on County Road 100 in Big Prairie. For more information, contact Cliff Sprang at 330-464-5155. That's the Coppin Realty and Auction online-only Heartland gas stove, furniture, and collectibles auction on March 3rd at 6 p.m. Visit coppin-auctions.com.
Fikert Concrete, located on County Road 189 between Benton and Holmesville, specializes in ready-mix concrete and state-approved limestone, sand, and gravel. All mixed styles are available, and you can count on fast, dependable delivery and competitive prices. Fikert Concrete has served homes and surrounding counties for over 75 years. Call Fikert Concrete today for all your concrete needs at 674-0038. Remember, for quality concrete, it's Fikert Concrete.
Located in the rolling hills of Holmes County, Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home building and woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for each project like they care for their own. Keim offers free next-day delivery on an unmatched selection of stock items within their local delivery area. Shop a growing selection of products available online at keim.express or call to place your order today. Yes, you heard right. You can place your local delivery order online at keim.express. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Looking for an experienced professional pest control company? Hi, this is Roger Bugs McClure with Holmes Pest Control. With over 40 years in the pest control industry and a lifelong resident of Holmes County, Holmes Pest Control can give you the best service by using the best products at the best price. Call Holmes Pest Control 330-674-9094 or visit our website at holmespestcontrolincorporated.com. Another home-owned, homegrown Holmes County business. Professional service with a personal touch.
Lineups are being brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, located on the north side of Millersburg. If your car is damaged, the best place to get it back in the game is at Finish Line Auto Body. Now for tonight's starting lineups, here's Benji Miller.
All right, the starting lineup for the Monroe Central Seminoles: at guard, a 6'1 senior, number 2, Malachi Rose Burton. At guard, averaging 9.8 points per game, 5'10 senior, Colin Croy. At guard, 5'8, averaging 3.2 points per game, senior, number 4, Mike Bunning. At forward, 6'1 freshman, averaging 13.4 points per game, number 22, Tucker Howell. Starting at forward, 6'1 senior, 8.6 points per game, number 24, Jake Swisher. And for the Hawks tonight, starting at guard, averaging 8.5 points in the tournament, a 5'8 senior, number 15, Grant Miller. At guard, 6 foot, averaging 9.5 points in the tournament and 4 rebounds, sophomore, number 11, Sammy Detweiler. At guard, 6'1 senior, averaging 4.5 points in the tournament, 5.5 rebounds, number 21, Tony Yoder. At forward, 6'2", averaging 9 points a game, 2 rebounds, senior 24, Chris Shetler. At forward, 6'2", senior, averaging 4 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, number 55, Caden Miller.
And for the Hiland Hawks, the 10th ranked team in Division 4, the 2 seed in this district, a record of 19-4. They won 3 straight in 6 of their last 7. They're coached by 17-year head basketball coach Mark Stabel. Monroe Central, a record of 17-7, and they are the 5 seed. They won 4 straight. They're coached by John Perkins. Tonight's starting line is brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body. They'll pay up to $500 of your insurance deductible. Give Brooks a call at 330-674-1483. McRoy alongside Benji Miller and Brogan Steimel back at WKLM Sports Central. And glad to have you with us here on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. As I mentioned before, we are video live streaming the game on the WKLM YouTube page. That is courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia, Brady, Greg Perkins, also Carrie, Garabrandt providing full video of tonight's game. If you want to check that out on the WKLM Facebook page, go to YouTube and search for WKLM. You'll find the video stream for tonight. That is a live video stream for tonight's broadcast as well. As I mentioned also, we are video streaming the Garaway-Ridgewood District semifinal game as well, being played at Hiland tonight. And you can catch that also on the WKLM YouTube and Facebook pages if you want to check that game out as well. Hiland wearing their white jerseys and white shorts, red numerals in black trim. And on the other end for Monroe Central, their red jerseys and red shorts, and also their black numerals in white trim as well. We'll take a quick break and back with the opening tip after this on WKLM.
With unpredictable power outages affecting homeowners more frequently than ever, Generac's best-selling home standby generators are designed to protect your home and family from extended power failures. This is Carrie Taylor inviting you to partner with Millersburg Electric and Generac for a free in-home assessment to identify the right generator for your backup power and financial needs. Power you control with peace of mind from Millersburg Electric, Ohio's premier Generac generator dealer. Call today or visit millersburgelectric.com.
Ready for the opening toss for Monroe Central will be Malachi Rose Burton, the 6'1 senior guard, jumping for them, and jumping for the Hawks. That is going to be Chris Shetler. He's a 6'2 senior. The toss won by the Seminoles, going left to right in the first half of action. Across the timeline, here's the dribble pass, goes inside. The Rose Burton, his layup off the last is going to be good. Malachi Rose Burton gives Monroe Central the early 2-0 lead. Very versatile. He can go outside, also post up inside, as we saw right there. Hiland basketball going right to left with it here in the first half from Cambridge. Here's the dribble out top by Tony Yoder. Back to Sammy Detweiler on the left point. Detweiler left wing, crossover to the foul line, to the lane, dumps it inside, deflected, and stolen away. Turnover Hiland, and Seminoles basketball knocked loose, grabbed by Rose Burton out top. Back in the right wing. Here's the three-pointer by Colin Kroll. That's going to be up and knocked down. Colin Kroll gives the Monroe Central an early 5-0 lead. Seminoles off to the hard start, and there was after the Hiland turnover. Here's Grant Miller across the timeline. On the left wing, Chris Shetler spins around, dribbles it. The handoff goes to Grant Miller in the corner. Out top to Caden Miller. Miller to the foul line. Gets the handoff now right point to Tony Yoder. Drive to the lane. He's cut off. Left wing now to Grant Miller. His three-pointer is going to be off the mark. Rebound fought for, and corralled inside by Monroe Central's Tucker Howe. Seminoles basketball up 5-0. Pass by Rose Burton goes right point over to Swisher. His three-pointer is going to be knocked down. Left to wide open. Jake Swisher. And now Monroe Central has an 8-0 lead in this first quarter. Couple wide open looks uncharacteristic against this Hiland defense. And now Hawks basketball. Grant Miller's pass goes to Caden Miller on the right wing. Dribbles it to the foul line. Fumbles it. Now to the right block. His shot's up at the glass. Going to be good. First points of the game, Caden Miller for Hiland. They're down 8-2. Much needed for the Hawks. And Seminoles basketball midcourt ball stolen away by diving Grant Miller. That's the first Monroe Central turnover. Tony Yoder to the front court, to the foul line, to the baseline. Some contact is called for the shoulder. On the shoulder shove, offensive foul. Tony Yoder, who ran into Mike Bunning, who took that charge. First team foul on the Hawks. Grant and Tony Yoder his first. The second turnover also on Hiland, down 8-2. Light full court pressure being shown by the Hawks. Inbounded to Malachi Rose Burton, the 6'1 senior guard, averaging 15.5 a game. He'll take it across the timeline to the foul line. Cut off. Hicks the left wing. Out top now to Bunning. To the right point. Hands off behind him to Jake Swisher. Back to Bunning. His layup off last. No good. Rebound grabbed by Sammy Detweiler. Hawks basketball. Detweiler's a poke loose. Grabs it again. Now to Grant Miller in the backcourt. Into the front court to Tony Yoder. Left corner back to Chris Shether. Shether back in the corner finds Grant Miller. Miller on the left wing. Shovels across court pass to Detweiler. He'll take a top of the key. Right wing now to Grant Miller. Miller to the foul line. Cut off inside the paint. Dumps it inside. Deflected away to the corner and stolen away. That's the Hiland third turnover. And Seminoles basketball to the front court. He'll be picked up by Bunning now high on the left. 8-2 Seminoles. They have the lead in the basketball. Into the corner. Here's the drive by Swisher. Out top of the pass to Rose Burton. Holds onto it. Now between the circles. Rose Burton dribbles it. Lobs it back to the corner. Over to Jake Swisher. Swisher to the left wing. Back in the corner. Drive by Bunning to the baseline. Dumps it under the bucket. Grab now on the head fake by Tucker Howe. He'll make it in. And that's going to be a timeout for the Hawks. Oh, Monroe Central early on. They have a 10-2 lead over Hiland with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
East Home's Veterinary Clinic in Berlin and Millersburg also owns Pampered Paws in Millersburg and the Red Rough Inn in Berlin. East Home's Veterinary Clinic is there for all your pet needs. Whether it is for veterinary services, grooming, or boarding, there is only one place to call. That's East Home's Veterinary Clinic with locations in Berlin at 893-2057, Millersburg at 674-5591, Pampered Paws 674-7297, or the Red Rough Inn at 893-2057. Stop in today.
LM brought to you tonight by Yoder Lumber Company. Brogan Steimel reporting on all the scores from around the area all the way until midnight. Hiland basketball across the timeline. Pass left corner goes to Detweiler. His shot for the foul line's up in the air, going to be no good. Rebound grab by a leaping Malachi's Rose Burton. Seminoles basketball and an 8-point lead. Burton drive to the baseline. He's cut off. Next to the left wing back to Swisher. His three-pointer's going to be knocked down. Jake Swisher has 6 points on 2 3-pointers. 13-2 lead for Monroe Central. All Seminoles early on. Coming out red hot from Cambridge. Here's Dylan Weaver for Hiland in the microwave. Into the corner to the Grant Miller. Out top into the hands of Caden Miller. On the left wing, back to Dylan Weaver. Weaver to the foul line. Drive to the lane. Weaver shot up out the last, going to be no good. Gets called for traveling though. That's a turnover on the Hawks. It'll be their fourth early on, and right now, again, the Seminoles looking very impressive in this first quarter.
Yes, they are. Great offensively. They're getting what they want. They're moving the ball, making good passes, getting the shots they want wide open, making it count, starting off really hot here.
Hawks showing some full court pressure here. And in the backcourt, here's the dribble by Cullen Kroll across the timeline for the Seminoles. Has it out top. Now to the right point, shovels the right corner. On the drive by Swisher to the baseline. He'll pick it up. Swisher pass the mid-post, goes inside to Howe. Cross-court pass left wing over to Bunning. Drive to the lane, pass across the lane, goes to Swisher. Swisher juggles it to the corner, picks it up again. Pass goes out top in the hands of Rose Burton. Crossover to the foul line. Picks it up. Back in the left wing, received now by Bunning. He'll find Rose Burton in front of the midcourt line. He calls out the play. 3:40 to play, first quarter. Back in the left wing, received on the far side by Cullen Kroll. Dribbles it out top. Knocked loose, picks it up back to Bunning. On the backdoor cut. His layup off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Schindler. Hiland ball down 13-2. Grant Miller to the front court, hands it off to Weaver. On the right wing, now the Schindler. Schindler to the foul line. Lane, his runner up in the air, going to be no good. Rebound knocked to the floor. She's down by Rose Burton. Seminoles basketball again. A 13-2 lead. Burton to the front court. On the left wing, out top goes to Bunning. Right wing, over to Jake Swisher. Swisher to the top of the key. Cross-court pass goes far side. Into the corner goes to Burton. Burton drive. Lane, his 10-footers up in the air, going to be no good. Rebound knocked into the hands of Dylan Weaver. Hiland basketball again. Weaver to the front court. On the right wing. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Now to Yoder. Left wing, the pass goes in the hands of Detweiler. Out top, Tony Yoder. Yoder to the foul line. Kicks the right wing back to Weaver high on the right side. Now to Detweiler. Left wing, Grant Miller. Holds onto it. Miller looking. Shovels it out top to Schindler. Deflected away and stolen by Tucker Howe. On the other end, his layup is going to be good. Tucker Howe with that bucket has 4. Hiland, their fifth turnover. 15-2 lead now for the Seminoles. Grant Miller to the front court for the Hawks. Left wing, the handoff goes to Weaver. Weaver to the foul line. To the lane. Head fake. Cut off. Kicks the left wing. Grant Miller. Miller to the baseline. Cross-court pass goes to the opposite corner. Tony Yoder, his three-pointer off the side of the backboard. That's no good. Rebound out top. Grabbed by Weaver. Weaver to the foul line. Lane, he'll be fouled on the floor. That foul's going to be called on Jake Swisher. First team foul on Monroe Central. And Swisher has his first personal foul.
Yeah, a couple great defensive last couple possessions down by the Hawks. Come back, just need to get a bucket to fall.
Trying to get in that scoring column. Right now down by 13. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway player of the game. That player receives one complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subway in Millersburg. Inbounded to Scheller. His cross-court pass to Grant Miller. On the left point, back to Detweiler. Down to the foul line, to the lane. Head fake. Into the corner goes to Dylan Weaver. Weaver drives to the baseline. His layup off the last is good. Dylan Weaver. His first two. Hiland down 15-4. Seminoles basketball, 1:45 to play in the first quarter. Out top of the pass to Dylan Lincoln, 5'10 senior guard in the game now. Over to Swisher out top, back to Lincoln right wing. Lincoln dribbles it, picks it up, gets the handoff behind him. Grabbed now by Howell to the floor, picks it back up. Guarded tightly by Scheller. Handoff back to Lincoln. Lincoln out top. Gets the handoff back to Swisher. Guarded by Finn Killian in the game now, the 5'9 junior guard. In front of the midcourt line, into the hands now of Malachi Rose Burton. Dribbles it high in the left. Spins around to the left wing. Back in the corner. Grabbed by Lincoln. Back to Burton, high on the left side. And around the foul line, received now by Tao. Back in the corner, three-pointer by Lincoln is going to be off the mark. Rebound, foul forward, grab by Finn Killy. Hiland basketball, 1 minute to play. First quarter, they're down 15-4. Grant Miller across the timeline from Gene Ford Gymnasium. Takes it out top to the right wing, grabbed by Weaver. Weaver to the baseline, spins around. His shot off the glass is going to be no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off the hands of Chris Scheller. It'll be Monroe Central basketball. Good look that time, just didn't go down.
Yep.
Stop by Southside Quick Lube and ask for a Quaker State oil change. For performance you can count on, Quaker State, the power to reduce friction. Rose Burton to the front court for the Seminoles, and out top to Colin Kroll. Into the corner now, the Lincoln drive, knocked loose and stolen away. Weaver has it on the fast break. Drive to the bucket. Weaver, layup is going to be high in the air, going to be off the rim, no good. Rebound by Scheller, his putback no good, but he's going to be hacked on the arm. That foul called on Colin Kroll. Second team foul on the Seminoles. Kroll has his first. Now Scheller to the foul line to shoot two. Chris Scheller, a 44% free throw shooter. 6'2 senior, averaging 9 points per game during the tournament trail and 2 rebounds per contest in the postseason so far. That free throw going to be off the mark. And Hiland still trails at 15-4. Checking in Alex Yoder, replacing Sammy Detweiler. As you mentioned, Hiland's starting to get some stops, though, and you like their possessions the last couple of trips, even if they haven't knocked them down.
Yeah, and you know what? Just keep being patient, like he talked about. You just got to be patient, keep taking what they're giving you, and hopefully they start knocking down some shots.
Second free throw is good by Scheller, his first point. He'll split a pair. 15-5 lead for Monroe Central. 28 seconds to play in the first. Here's Rose Burton in the backcourt, guarded by Grant Miller. Down to 20 seconds. Burton across the half-court line. Down to 18 seconds. Burton out top, now to the foul line. Kicks it high on the left side, back to Dylan Lincoln. Now the Burton in front of the midcourt line, 10 seconds to go. Burton high on the left, hedged upon by Dylan Weaver, who gets called for the blocking foul. Second team foul on Hiland, and Weaver will have his first personal foul.
And you got to love that defense by Grant Miller on Burton there. He's playing him pretty well. That's impressive.
As good a defender as Hiland has, no doubt about it. 7.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lincoln's pass out top to Burton. Burton to the top of the key, now to the foul line. Hicks the right wing. Three-pointer by Swisher, blocked by Alex Yoder. Rebound to Weaver. His shot at the midcourt going to be off the glass, no good. The closeout the first quarter. At the end of one from Gene Ford Gymnasium, it's Monroe Central 15 and Hiland 5. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM. You can never go down the wrong trail when you go to Millersburg Tire Service. They have the best brands, along with the most experienced tire experts in the area. When it comes to tires in Holmes and surrounding counties, pick the right trail and drive the Millersburg Tire Service. They've been getting the job done right for 68 years. That's Millersburg Tire Service, located off State Route 39, east of Millersburg. Call 674-1085.
Freedom. We let you decide. Are you looking for a bank that offers checking accounts that fit your lifestyle? Account options that provide the features that make each day easier to navigate through. At the Kilbuck Savings Bank, we let you choose the accounts that answer your individual financial needs. By simply answering 3 easy questions. Yes, I said 3. You can determine the perfect account. And now you can open that account online and begin banking with us today at kilbuckbank.com. It's all about freedom of choice. The Kilbuck Savings Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Reminder, this game is being video live streamed courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia, Brady, also Carrie, Garabrandt, and Greg Perkins providing full video tonight on the WKLM YouTube page. First quarter numbers courtesy of Benji Miller. Hiland 0 for 3 on three-point tries. Monroe Central 3 for 5 for 60%. Hiland 2 for 6 from two-point range for 33%. Monroe Central 3 for 6 for 50%. And Hiland 1 for 2 for the foul line. Monroe Central did not attempt a foul shot in that first quarter. The Hawks now rebounding the Seminoles 6-4. 11 turnovers. 5 turnovers for Hiland in that first quarter, and also 5 turnovers for Hiland, 2 for Monroe Central. Shot inside, no good by Alex Yoder. Gets his own rebound. He'll put it back up and in. Alex Yoder has his first 2, and now Hiland down 15-7. Seminoles basketball across the timeline. Here's Tucker Howe. His pass goes left wing. Over the hands now of Colin Kroll. Back in the corner to Tucker Howe. Back to Kroll high on the left side. Out top of the pass to Bunning. Bunny's pass goes out of bounds. Little miscommunications as Burton cut in. He was through that pass behind him and out of bounds, and that'll be the third Monroe Central turnover. Hiland basketball trailing 15-7, trying to chip away at this deficit. Tony Yoder to the front court. Takes the left point. On the left wing, the handoff goes to Weaver. Weaver to the foul circle. The handoff out top to Detweiler. Down to the foul line. Cut off. Out top over to Shether. Left point now to Yoder. Left post inside goes to Alex Yoder. He'll back it in. Yoder. Jump hook is up in the air. Going to be no good. Rebound is going to be grabbed out of bounds by Bunning, who had already been had fallen down. And that'll be a break for the Hawks as they'll get the ball back on that team rebound. So Sammy Detweiler to inbound beneath the own backboard, trailing 15-7. His pass goes around the foul line to Yoder. Dumps inside the basket, goes over to Chris Shether. His shot no good inside the paint. Rebound goes to Burton. Burton to the front court for the Seminoles. To the foul line. Back in the corner. Juggled and grabbed now by Swisher. Back to Burton on the right point to Tucker Howe. Howe crossover to the foul line. Cut off. His shot high on the air. Going to be no good. Rebound grabbed now by Tony Yoder. He'll push it across the timeline on the fast break for the Hawks. Yoder drive, and he'll be fouled. Blocking foul called on the reach him on Jake Swisher. That'll be his second, 13th foul on Monroe Central. Hawks basketball, they trail at 15-7. Stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden for your farming and construction needs across from Holmes Lumber off the State Route 39 and at BuckeyeFarmandGarden.com. Detweiler inbounds around the foul line to Alex Yoder again. Left corner goes to Detweiler. Dribbles at foul line. Out top to Grant Miller. On the left wing, Tony Yoder now. On the right point, back to Shether. Shether to the foul line. His pass to the corner goes to Grant Miller. Miller back to Shether in the corner. Back to Grant Miller high on the left side. Cross-court pass goes to Detweiler. He'll take it to the foul line. Lane, runner high on the air, going to be good with the left hand. Sammy Detweiler, his first 2. Hiland down by 6, down 15-9.
Great strong take to the basket with some contact there.
Seminoles basketball with it out top is Mike Bunning. His pass goes to Burton. Burton working against Grant Miller. Now between the circles. Takes it high on the left side. He'll back it up in front of the midcourt line again. Double team. Pass goes over to Howe. Back in the left wing, and the corner goes to Bunning. 5.5 to play in the first half. Bunning picks it up against Chris Shether. Hits it high in the left into the hands of Swisher. Working against the 6'6 sophomore Alex Yoder now. Swisher. The handoff goes over to the Howe. Howe to the foul line. Runner by Howe. High off the glass. That's no good. Rebound. It's grabbed by Chris Shether. Hiland ball down 15-9. Shether to the front court. On the left wing, the handoff goes to Detweiler. Out top to Tony Yoder. Drive. Lane, his runner off the glass, going to be no good, but he's going to be hacked on the arm. Tony Yoder on that drive. And the 14th foul on Monroe Central, and the Hawks all of a sudden starting to control the pace a little bit here in the second quarter.
Yes, they are. And, they stepped it up a little bit and starting to trap a little bit more on the defensive end, which I think would benefit them a lot in the rest of this game.
That's the first personal foul, Mike Bunning. Tony Yoder is at the foul line, 59% free throw shooter for the 6'1 senior. Averaging 4.5 points per game and 5.5 rebounds per contest during the tournament trail. That free throw is going to be good. That's his first point tonight. And Hiland now back to within 5 at 15-10. Second free throw by Yoder. That is up. That's going to be good as well. Makes them both. Nothing but net. And Hiland down 15-11 now. They pulled to within 4 points.
Not panicking, just being patient, keep shooting, keep doing what you're doing. And we passed up a jump shot, a 15-footer, and he drove to the lane, got 2 easy free throws.
That's what they do, and now the Seminoles had the basketball here on the back baseline. Light full crusher being shown by Hiland, and inbounded to Kroll. Back over to Tucker Howe. He'll cross the timeline, the 6'1 freshman, averaging 13.5 a game. Now to Malachi Burton. Back to Swisher. He'll grab it. He'll lay it up and in. Little pick and roll, and it'll be Tucker Howell, who has 6 points. 17-11 lead now for the Seminoles.
Slipping that screen.
Good play for them. Hawks basketball. Here's Dylan Weaver. On the right point to Shether. Shether to the foul line. Backs it up out top. Crossover, drive to the lane. Shether, layup going to be high off the glass. That's going to be good. Contact, but no foul.
Yeah.
Shether has 3. Good strong take, though.
Yes, it was. Absolutely. It could have been an and one there.
17-13. Here's the drive by Burton to the left wing. Drive to the baseline. His layup going to be no good, but a foul called. I believe before that shot was taken, is that'll be the 13th foul on the Hawks coming in this first half. See what that call is going to be. I believe it's going to be on Grant Miller, his first personal foul. Stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Yoder Lumber Company. Brokenstein reporting on the area tournament scores for you all the way until midnight. Inbounded to Swisher. Back out top goes to Kroll. Inside the foul circle, it's over to Burton on the right wing. Here's the dribble now by Dillon. Spinning around. It's the hand off back over to Howell to the corner. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Chris Shether. Thought it went off of Tucker Howell's hands, but it'll stay with the Seminoles. Tony Yoder, a quick rest. Still replace Grant Miller now. Colin Kroll, 5'10", senior guard to inbound it, averaging just under 10 a game. Lobs it high on the right side into the hands of Mike Bunning. 17-13, Monroe Central. They had the ball. Bunning with it high on the right against Dylan Weaver. His pass to back to Cutting. Burton grabs it. His shot blocked out of bounds by Tony Yoder. Good defensive play by Tony Yoder inside for the Hawks.
Yes, it was. You love to see that. He got beat backdoor on that, and he just recovered and made up for it.
Great recovery, and it'll be Malachi Rose Burton to inbound beneath their own backboard. Lobs it over to Tucker Howell. Howell for the right block. His shot up, no good, but he will be fouled. This time the foul slapped on Chris Shether. Shether has his first 14th foul on the Hawks, and now 2 free throws for the 6'1 freshman, Tucker Howell. Howell again averaging 13.5 a game. He has 6 points so far in this first half. 4:05 to play, second quarter, 17-13, Monroe Central. That free throw's up, going to be no good. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway player of the game as that player receives 1 complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg. Second free throw is good. Hal splitting the pair. He has 7. 18-13 Seminoles. Hawks basketball against the half-court Monroe Central defense. Tony Yoder across the timeline. Has it out top, now to the left wing. His pass finds Sammy Detweiler to the corner. Out top to Tony Yoder. Dribbles it to the foul line. He'll be bumped and fouled. That foul called on Logan Brown, the 15th foul on Monroe Central. Brown has his first personal foul.
Yeah, and that's tough as a defender. You want to jump that pass and get that steal and score a layup on the other end, but sometimes that's what happens. It gets you in a little bit of trouble or you give up a basket.
Get out of position just a little bit. Just enough to get that foul. And the Hawks have it now high on the right. Tony Yoder's pass goes to Detweiler in the left point. Inside goes to Cutting. Caden Miller. He'll be fouled as he goes up with it in the paint. That foul going to be called on Tucker Howell trying to go for the block. Instead, the 16th foul on the Seminoles, and Howell has his first personal foul. Caden Miller, 5'8 senior guard, averaging, a 6'2 senior forward for the Hawks. Caden Miller. That free throw up going to be in and out, no good. Averaging 4 points per game and 2.5 rebounds per contest during the tournament trail. An 81% free throw shooter on the year, but he missed his first one. Second one's up. That's going to be knocked down. Splitting the pair. Caden Miller has 3. Hiland back to within 4, 18-14. 3:40 to play in the half. Here's Malachi Rose Burton. Dribbles it across the timeline for the Seminoles. Working against Tony Yoder. Burton to the foul line. Picks it up. Kicks it left wing back to Kroll. Out top to Bunning. He'll pick it up. Spinning around against Weaver. Pass inside under the basket. Goes over to Logan Brown. Back to Bunning left wing. Bunning to the foul line. Knocked loose. Grabs it again inside the paint. Kicks it right wing back to Tucker Howell. Howell to the corner. The handoff goes to Burton. Burton to the right wing. Backs it up now high on the right side. His pass to the right block goes inside to Logan Brown. Brown cut off. Inside. Grabbed by Bunning. Lost it. Out of bounds and turnover. Highland kind of cutting them off at every turn that time. It seemed like the 4th Monroe Central turnover.
Yeah, they're doing something right. You know, they're jumping, trying to get some steals and getting beat backdoor. Some of the rotation quite isn't there, but they're making up for it with their hard play.
Keim Home Center is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs, offering free next-day local area delivery. Place your local delivery order online at Keim.express. Hawks basketball. Here's Grant Miller back in the game. Dribbles the right wing, pass over to Detweiler. Out top to Grant Miller on the left point. He'll take a right point now to the right wing. Gets the hand off to Detweiler. Down to the foul line to the lane. His pass deflected and stolen away by Tucker Howe. Howe on the fast break and has it knocked away by Chris Scheller.
There's that no-quit attitude right there.
Great hustle again for the Hawks. Not allowing anything easy.
Yep, every play, every second matters, and I've talked about that all year doing these broadcasts, and, they turn the ball over, go down, and make a great play on defense.
So to be Rose Burton to inbound beneath their own backboard. Lobs it in the right post over to Tucker Howe, back to Rose Burton. Now top of the pass now to Dylan Lincoln. Now to Rose Burton, crossover to the foul line. Picks it up at the right wing, gets the head fake. Out top to Howe. Tucker Howe at the top of the key. Knock loose, picks it back up again. The handoff goes to Dylan Lincoln. Back in the left corner. Here's the three-pointer up in the air, going to be off the mark by Colin Kroll. Rebound put back, no good. And it actually is good, by Tucker Howe. Howe 5 in the quarter. He has 9 for the first half. Good-looking freshman, 20-14 lead from Monroe Central. Hiland ball. Here's Yoder's pass. Goes to Chris Scheller on the left point. Back to Tony Yoder. Head fake. Dribbles it. Back in the left wing to Detweiler. He'll take it to the baseline. Beller's pass goes cross court to Keita Miller. Out top, Tony Yoder. Yoder to the foul line lane. His layup is good off the glass. Good take, Tony Yoder. He has 4 in the second quarter.
Good take. Get passed up to 3. Drove to the hole. We talked about that earlier, too.
20-16 lead for the Seminoles. They had the ball. Here's Malachi Rose Burton near midcourt. Guarded by Tony Yoder. Cross-court pass goes near side to Colin Kroll. Kroll to the foul circle. Backs it in around the foul line. Pass to Burton to the corner. Fumbles it. Picked up on the far side over to Dylan Lincoln. Back in the right wing to Tucker Howe. Howe crossover to the lane. Howe backs it in. His shot actually past right wing. Goes over to Logan Brown. Now top to Dylan Lincoln. Knocked loose. Dives after the basketball. Finally picked up by Colin Kroll. A timeout called by Monroe Central. 1:20 to play in the half. It's Monroe Central 20, Hiland 16. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM. With tightening budgets and resources, schools face a daunting task these days, providing young people with all they need to equip them for the years ahead. Denko Marketing in Millersburg urges you to support our students and youth in whatever way you can. Whether it's the giving of your time and experience or donating items for use by educators, groups, or clubs, everyone can make a difference. Denko Marketing of Millersburg hopes you're giving back to the young people of today. Denko Marketing of Millersburg, where the business at hand is the business of home. (30897-4869) MRE Services, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Seminoles basketball here at side court. Colin Kroll to inbound. He does so to Malachi Rose Burton. 1:18 to play in the second. And they have a 4-point lead. Burton working against Tony Yoder out top. Bounce pass goes to Kroll left wing. Into the corner now. Here's the head fake. Backing it up is Logan Brown now high on the left side. His pass deflected by Alex Yoder. He'll get the steal. Yoder to the front court. Knocked loose. Grabbed by Grant Miller. Back to Alex Yoder. Yoder's layup is going to be blocked inside by Tucker Howe. He got the board. Great defensive play by Howe. 50 seconds to play in the half. Here's Rose Burton out top for the Seminoles. Up 20-16. Crossover high on the right side. Working against Tony Yoder once again. Rose Burton, the 6'1 senior guard, averaging 15.5 a game. Back over to Kroll. Now to Rose Burton high on the left. Dribbles it, backs it up again against Chris Scheller. 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Burton still with the basketball, possibly looking for that final shot of the half. Down to 20 seconds. Burton left wing. Down to the foul line. Out top to Howe. Howe to the foul line. Spins around. Kicks it out top to Kroll. Kroll drive lane. Running by Kroll. Going to be off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Alex Yoder. High on the ball. 10 seconds. Grant Miller to the front court. Down to 7 seconds. Now to Detweiler. Left corner. Grant Miller. Drive to the baseline. Dumps it inside over to Chris Scheller. He'll make it up. And no good. Rebound by Burton. His shot length of the floor. No good as the buzzer sounds to close out the first half. Halftime score from Gene Form Gymnasium and Cambridge. It's Monroe Central 20 and Hiland 16. Back around the recap the first half for you after this on WKLM.
You can now shop True Value Hardware at Holmes Lumber in Millersburg. In fact, It's the only True Value store in Holmes County. They have added literally thousands of items to their inventory, including Easy Care paint, making it easy for you to find everything you need for your next project. Holmes Lumber is located on State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Behind every project is a True Value.
If you're looking for more insulation, then stop by MRV Siding Supply for top-rated by Winco windows. By Winco offers black windows carrying more argon gas, which gives you 30% more installation value. By Winco windows also have standard double strength, increasing noise reduction. That's MRV Siding Supply in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Home is not a place. It's not something you can touch. Home is a feeling, and Danbury is home. Here at Danbury Senior Living, we offer comfort, support, and security for the next chapter in life for you or your loved one. Our team members form lifelong bonds with our residents and their families. When it's time to take the next step, stop by our communities in Millersburg and Worcester for a tour. Visit DanburySeniorLiving.com for more information. We can't wait to meet you.
Stop in all this week for these great deals at Roadie's IGA Marketplace. They have pork loin boneless pork chops for $2.49 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English roast for $4.59 a pound, and a 2-pound package of red ripe Florida strawberries for $4.99. They also have beef rib boneless ribeye steak for $10.99 a pound, beef shoulder boneless English steak for $4.79 a pound, pork loin boneless pork roast for $2.29 a pound, and Bob Evans rolled sausage for $3.99. Don't forget to call 674-7075 for meat, cheese, and party platters at Roadie's IGA.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
There's a strong demand for properties, and now is a great time to sell. Steve Mogg of Kaufman Realty and Auctions has 24 years of full-time experience focused on representing sellers by auction or listing in homes and surrounding counties. Steve looks forward to working with you to get your property sold at top dollar. Call Steve today at 330-763-4769. That's 330-763-4769.
Boys Division 4 District Semifinal basketball from Cambridge, where the 5-seeded Monroe Central Seminoles have a 20-16 lead over the 2-seeded Hiland Hawks. Monroe Central jumped out to an 8-0 lead. They led 15-5 after the first quarter. Hiland would outscore the Seminoles 11-5, however, in the second quarter, and it's a 4-point game at halftime. Monroe Central 20 and Hiland 16. Individually in the first half for the Seminoles, leading the way for them was the freshman Tucker Howe. As for Howe in the first half, he was 4 for 6 from 2-point range, 1 of 2 for the foul line. Tucker Howe had 9 first half points. Also, Jake Swisher had 6 points in that first half, as he was 2 for 3 from 3-point distance for the total of 6 points for Swisher. 3 points for Colin Kroll, and just 2 points for Malachi Rose Burton for that total for them of 20 points in the first half. For Hiland leading the way, it was Tony Yoder in that first half. Yoder was 0 for 1 on 3-point tries, 1 for 1 from 2-point range, 2 for 2 for the foul line. Tony Yoder had 4 first half points. Then it was 3 points apiece for Chris Schuther as well as Caden Miller, and 2 points apiece for Sammy Detweiler, also Dylan Weaver and Alex Yoder, rounding out the Hiland total of 16. Halftime score, Monroe Central 20 and Hiland 16. Now for the first half team numbers, here's Benji Miller.
All right, looks like Hiland shooting 0 for 3, 0% behind the line. And the Seminoles are 3 for 7 for 43%, 2-point field goals. Hiland shooting 6 for 13 for 46%. The Seminoles 5 for 11 for 45%. From the free throw line, it's Hiland 4 for 6 with 67%. The Seminoles are 1 for 2, 50%. Hiland is out rebounding them 12-8, and Hiland with 6 turnovers, the Seminoles with 5.
For Hiland rebounding wise, individually, Chris Shetler had 2 boards in the first half. Also, Dylan Weaver and Alex Yoder, each with 2 rebounds. And for Monroe Central, it was Tucker Howe, who had 3 boards in the first half, and also 3 rebounds for Malachi Rose Burton. Halftime score, Monroe Central 20, Hiland 16, and the Seminoles were just red hot in that first quarter, but give Hiland credit, kind of chipping away at the deficit in that second quarter.
Yeah, and that's the difference. The beginning of the game, they came out red hot and just kind of slowed down, and Hiland kind of taking some momentum away there in the second quarter. A little bit of adjustments in the halftime here, but I don't really see Hiland switching a whole lot. I mean, they're still going to continue to double team, trap Burton. They're doing really good in their help defense on the perimeter. What I think that maybe Hiland would do, I've seen some opportunities where they would do a pick and roll. They wouldn't look for the post. I think they can get it in there a little bit. They did try to get in a little bit and got a couple baskets there. Maybe look for a little bit more of that on the pick and roll. Letting those post guys post up a little bit. Shetler would set a screen high. He'd go low, and they weren't looking in there a little bit. Maybe get them to look at those post players a little bit, move that defense to be able to kick it back out, and maybe they can start hitting a little bit of jump shots, and that'll really carry them on into this third quarter.
Yeah, the defense looked good in the second quarter. Like you mentioned, just need to get some open looks here offensively and knock some of those shots down.
Yeah.
Certainly the key to the second half, absolutely. A reminder, we are video live streaming the Garraway Ridgewood game. That is courtesy of the Claxon Communications as well. You can check that out on the WKLM YouTube and Facebook pages. Halftime score, Monroe Central 20, Hiland 16. Back with the second half after this on WKLM.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
When you're thinking of an old-fashioned smokehouse flavor, think Sugar Valley Meats. They cure their own ham and bacon, and the old-fashioned smokehouse uses hickory, apple, and sassafras. Processing, curing, and custom butchering are available, cut to your specifications. Stop in and see all the products that they offer. That's Sugar Valley Meats on Dutch Valley Drive in Sugar Creek. Turn left at the light, and Sugar Valley Meats is 1/4 mile on the right. Call today, 330-852-4423.
This is Raleigh Mast. I'm a fleet mechanic with Yoder Lumber Logistics. We are a truckload carrier and broker servicing customers east of the Rocky Mountains. We have a fleet of late model equipment specializing in flatbed and Conestoga freight. At Yoder Lumber Logistics, we take pride in offering our customers fast and friendly service at competitive rates for all their inbound and outbound needs. Give us a call today at 330-893-3131.
The Pizza Parlor 2 in Kilbuck is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes. If you don't want to cook on game day, give them a call at 330-276-5661. They prepare their own homemade crust topped with their own special pizza sauce and your own choice of toppings. You can also order appetizers, sandwiches, their famous original subs, basket combos, and garden fresh salads. You don't have to get out of your car because they have a convenient drive-thru to pick up your order. Call today, 330-276-5661.
This is Tim Meyer with ProMotion Therapy, where we understand that your health is important to you. That's why we have solutions for all your therapy needs. From a sports injury to recovery from a surgery or pain management, we will help you make a plan for the road to recovery. We are conveniently located on the south side of Millersburg at 1207 South Washington Street. Give us a call today to schedule an appointment and join the ProMotion Therapy family, promoting a better you.
Are you tired of wasting money on your home energy bills? Let Home Siding Contractors show you just how affordable replacing your windows can be. Provia has developed a reputation within the vinyl replacement window industry for having the best features and options. The Provia Endure and Aspect windows are as stunningly beautiful as they are energy efficient, and over time will pay for themselves. Call Home Siding Contractors today to set up your free in-home evaluation by calling 888-725-6619.
They're leading 27-24 over Shitty in that game. Also in Division 3, district semifinal basketball, Garraway out on top over Ridgewood at halftime, 19-15. Again, that game is being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube and Facebook pages. As this game currently being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications, Lydia, Brady, Carrie, Garabrandt, and also Greg Perkins providing full video of this broadcast if you want to check that out here into the second half. Already for the third quarter, it'll be Monroe Central basketball. Here's Croy out top against this tight defense of Sammy Detweiler. Back to Burton, back to Kroll. Head fake, falls down, and going to be a blocking foul called inside. I'll say it's on the floor. He kind of lost his balance, but some contact, and that'll be the first team foul on the Hawks.
Yeah, I was waiting for that traveling call there, but that just didn't happen.
Very close.
Yeah.
Instead, the second personal on Tony Yoder. Inbound into the corner. Grabbed now by Howe. Throws it away. Stolen by Tony Yoder. Yoder to the front court on the fast break. Drive. Hands it off to Shetler. Back to Grant Miller now high on the right side. That was the sixth Monroe Central turnover. Here's Detweiler. His shot for the foul line's up in the air. Going to be knocked down. Sammy Detweiler has 4. Hiland back to within 2. Burton with it in the backcourt. Double team. Pass to the front court goes over to Tucker Howe. Left corner of the pass down to Jake Swisher. Drive to the lane. He's cut off. Back in the corner to the Tucker Howe. Now the Swisher left wing. Back to Tucker Howe. Howe to the baseline. Howe, layup off the last is good. Tucker Howe has 11 now to lead the Seminoles. 22-18 lead for Monroe Central. Highland ball. Grant Miller to the front court. His pass goes right wing to Caden Miller. Pass deflected, grabs it again, dribbles it to the foul line. Into the corner to Yoder. Yoder to the baseline, and he'll be fouled on the blocking foul along that baseline. Under the bucket on Mike Bunning. His first team foul on the Seminoles, and Bunning has his second personal. Highland basketball about a minute into this third quarter. Inbounded to Caden Miller, right of the foul line, out top to Shetler. Dribbles it, hands it off to Detweiler now. On the right wing, Grant Miller. Miller to the foul line. Cut off. Head fake. His pass across the lane, Caden Miller. Miller to the lane. His shot up going to be blocked, but a foul is called. That time on Tucker Howe trying to go for the block. Instead, the second team foul on the Seminoles. Howe has his second, and now Caden Miller to the foul line to shoot 2. Caden Miller averaging 7 points per game on the season, but 4 points per game during tournament play. He's an 81% free throw shooter. 1 of 2 for the foul line tonight, but that free throw is knocked down, make it 2 for 3. And now Caden Miller has 4 points this evening.
Yeah, you like to see that. Put the ball in the paint. If you don't get a basket, draw a foul and get 2 easy ones at the line.
And he indeed knocks down both of those free shots. He has 5. 22-20 lead now for the Seminoles. They had the ball. Here's Howell racing it across the timeline. Back to the corner goes to Swisher. Out top to Rose Burton. Dribbles it to the right wing. Back to Howell in the corner. Drive to the baseline. He's cut off. Back to Burton around the foul line. Backs it in. Cross-court pass knocked out of bounds by Detweiler. Almost got the steal, but it goes off his hands and out of bounds. So back to the Seminoles. And again, a good denied defense inside by the Hawks. It'll be Tucker Howell to inbound it. Lobs it back to Rose Burton. Back to Howell. Howell on the left wing. Takes it out top. Down to the foul line. He'll find Swisher. Swisher, foul line. Kicks the left wing back to Burton. Into the corner to the Bunny. Back to Burton now high on the left side. Burton to the foul line. Lane. His shot high on the air. Going to be no good. But he'll be tripped up by Sammy Detweiler. As that'll be for Detweiler his first personal in the second team foul on Hiland. Malachi Rose Burton, he elevated high in the air on that drive, and he's a 6'1 senior averaging 15.5 a game on the season. Solid job so far, the Hawks, on him defensively tonight. That free throw knocked down by the left-hander, and it's just his third point tonight and his first point since the opening basket of the game.
Yeah, they've done really well defensively against him. They've got to find a way to slow Howell down a little bit.
Second free throw good, makes them both. Burton has 4, 24-20 lead for Monroe Central. 6:08 to play third quarter. Grant Miller to the front court for the Hawks. Miller looks, now the pass goes to left wing to Detweiler. Dribbles it out top, now to the foul line. Backs it up to the corner. Shovels it out top to Grant Miller. Right point to Tony Yoder. Yoder to the foul line, to the lane. Has it knocked loose, goes out of bounds, and it'll be off of Monroe Central. Hiland will keep the basketball beneath their own backboard. And for the Hawks, Sammy Detweiler to inbound. Hiland trailing by 4. His pass. Grabbed right of the foul circle to Shetler. Left wing, Tony Yoder. Out top to Sammy Detweiler. Back out top to Shetler. Left corner now to Tony Yoder. Fumbles it. Dribbles it back to the left wing. Yoder's pass, right block goes to Caden Miller. He'll back it into the paint. Knocked loose and stolen away. Into the front court to Jake Swisher. The 7th Hiland turnover. Swisher to the baseline. Kicks the right wing back to Kroll. Kroll, three-pointer, high in the air, going to be off the mark. Rebound goes to Sammy Detweiler. Hiland ball. Here's Grant Miller to the front court. Into the quarter goes to Caden Miller. Drive, lane. His layup off the last going to be no good. Rebound to the 4 is grabbed by Burton. Burton to the front court for the Seminoles. Takes the left wing. Out top over to Mike Bunning. Bunning to the foul line. Lane, his layup off the last is good. Mike Bunning has his first two. 26-20 lead for Monroe Central. Hawks basketball. Grant Miller to the front court. Down by 6. Lobs it right wing to Detweiler. He'll have it to the foul circle. His 18-footers up in the air, knocked down. Sammy Detweiler now has 6-4 of those coming in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Seminoles. They had the ball. Here's Bunning across the timeline. To the right wing. Back in the corner goes to Swisher. Now to Bunning high on the right. Bunning back to Swisher in the corner. Swisher to the baseline. His pass out top. Stolen away by Detweiler. That's the 7th Monroe Central turnover. Detweiler to the front court. On the right wing, ball deflected back to Grant Miller. Miller will back it up to reset the offense. Back near midcourt. On the right wing, the pass goes to Tony Yoder. Holds onto it, now dribbles it. Pass to the right block to Chris Scheller. He'll back it in. Scheller out top to Detweiler. His three-pointer is going to be knocked down. Sammy Detweiler starting to catch the hot hand. He has 7 points in the third quarter. Hiland down by 1. Seminoles basketball. Into the front court. Here's the dribble by Colin Kroll. Now to the foul line. Lane. Shot left hand. No good off the last. Rebound grab by Detweiler. Poke loose and grab by Burton. His putback is going to be good off the glass. Malachi Rose Burton has 6. That was the 8th Hiland turnover, and back to a 3-point Seminoles lead. 3.5 to play in the third. Grant Miller's pass goes to Detweiler for the Hawks. Back to Grant Miller on the right corner. Drive to the baseline. Poke loose, out of bounds off of the Seminoles. It'll stay with Hiland. Stay tuned immediately following the game for High School Scoreboard on WKLM. Brought to you tonight by Yoder Lumber Company. As Brokenstein will reporting all the area tournament scores for you every 15 minutes all the way until midnight. Dylan Weaver to inbound for Hiland. Does so to the corner of the Scheller. Back to Weaver. Weaver to the baseline. Cut off along the right post. Kicks it out top. Alex Yoder. He'll find Yoder. Left corner Grant Miller. Miller to the baseline. Kicks the left wing back to Weaver. His three-pointers up in the air going to be off the mark. Rebound going to be grabbed by Tucker Howe, and Alex Yoder went over his back. That's the 13th foul on Hiland. Alex Yoder has his first personal foul. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway Player of the Game. That player receives 1 complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Middlesburg. The Subway Player of the Game. Seminoles basketball, they have a 3-point lead, 3:12 to play in the third. Down to Burton, left wing. Dribbles it, lost it high in the air. Shot going to be no good. They call it a held ball, and the arrow points to Hiland. So great job getting the hand on the basketball. That held ball will be a turnover on the Seminoles. They're 8th in their third of the third quarter.
Yeah, that was great defensive play there.
Quick hands that time. So Hawks basketball, 3:06 to play in the third quarter, trying to see if they can get over this hump here. And it'll be Grant Miller with the basketball against the half-court defense of Monroe Central. Pass goes to Detweiler. He'll dribble it out top. Left wing in the pass to Tony Yoder. Out top to Weaver. Holds onto it. Weaver looking. The handoff goes to Detweiler. His three-pointer is going to be good again. Sammy Detweiler red hot. His second three-pointer of the third quarter.
Yeah, he's really starting to feel it and heat up right now. That's what they need.
10 of his 12 points in the quarter were tied up at 28 apiece. That's the first time tonight. Pass under the bucket goes to Howe. Howe, head fake. Shot going to be good. Wave it off, though. A foul called inside before that shot was taken. That is the 14th foul on Hiland coming into the third quarter of play. Tied up at 28. That foul is called on Weaver. That's his second personal foul. Inbound into the quarter goes to Malachi Rose Burton. He'll find Bunning on the left wing. Bunning to the foul line, picks it up. Cross-court pass received by Howe. Howe in the corner, drives, spins around, left block, his shot high in the air, going to be no good. Rebound, fought for. Going to be a foul called on Howe this time, going over the back. Battling for that rebound. That'll be the 13th foul on Monroe Central, and Tucker Howe now has his third personal foul.
That last possession by the Hawks, they scored on that turnover. That was the first points off of the Seminoles 8 turnovers there. That's what they needed to tie this game up.
Timeout call, 2:20 to play in the third. We're tied up at 28. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
Sally, you need a root canal. Traveling, you need your wisdom teeth out. Traveling, you need braces. Traveling, you need a dental implant. Traveling, you need your teeth cleaned. Traveling! That's it, happy feet. You're benched until you start going to Dr. Welsh for your dental care. Quit traveling so much.
Yes, Coach. I'll check out their website at www.drbradwelsh.com and give them a call at 330-674-4876.
Good luck to all area winter sports teams.
On WKLM Facebook and YouTube pages. Right now, the Hawks have the basketball out of that timeout. It's tied up at 28. 2:15 to play in the third. Pass goes to Weaver. Dribbles it high on the right side. Double team. Back to Grant Miller out top. Hawks working a little different look with this, looks like a 2-3 matchup zone defense now by Monroe Central. Now to Grant Miller. With 2 minutes to play in the third. He'll find Detweiler high on the right side. Now the Scheller. Left wing to Weaver. Weaver to the foul line. He'll kick it left wing behind him to Grant Miller, but throws it away. That'll be a turnover on the Hawks. Their ninth here of the contest. Tied up at 28. Again, Hiland a chance to take the lead there. Couldn't quite do it. Seminoles basketball. Here's Rose Burton in the backcourt. He'll take it across the half-court line, working against Grant Miller. He'll pick it up right near midcourt. Lobs it high in the right. Grabbed now by Bunning. He'll back it up.
Good no call.
Little contact, no foul. Three-pointer for the quarter by Swisher. Going to be no good. Rebound to the floor. Grabbed by Tucker Howell. He'll kick it high on the left side. Back to Bunning to reset the offense for the Seminoles. He'll pick it up. Gets the hand off to Burton. Drive, foul line. Shot inside the paint, going to be in and out. No good. Rebound, 5-4. Grabbed again by Howell. Back in the right wing, Swisher. Swisher to the baseline. Cut off. Double team under the bucket, and he's out of bounds. And a couple second chance opportunities, but eventually the turnover, the ninth on Monroe Central.
Giving him the baseline, thinking he had it. Then he just stepped in there and cut it right off.
So Hiland again able to a chance to take their first lead tonight, tied up at 28. 1:08 to play, third quarter. Grant Miller across the timeline. He'll find Dylan Weaver. Back over to Shetler, high in the left. Fumbles it again across midcourt. Grabs it, and another unforced turnover on the Hawks. So that's 2 straight unforced turnovers from the Hiland. When they had a chance to take this lead, they're up to 10 turnovers tonight, and those are 2 costly ones. But still tied up at 28. 59.6 seconds to play in the third quarter. Troy Miller Agency, with offices in Shreve and Berlin, wish good luck to all area high school basketball teams. They'll provide you with the quote for your home, auto, and farm insurance. Troy Miller Agency, a working team for all your insurance needs. Here's the dribble by Cullen Kroll. He'll be fouled along the foul line by Sammy Detweiler. That'll be the 15th foul on Hiland. Detweiler has his second personal foul. 50.8 seconds to play in the third, tied up at 28. Cullen Kroll to inbound. Does so to the left wing. Goes to Jake Swisher. Working against Alex Yoder. And the 45 seconds. Swisher to the foul line. Kicks it right wing back to Howell. Al top of the pass now to Mike Bunny. Fumbles it. Grabs it again. Al top of the pass to Kroll. Kroll kicks the left wing back to Burton. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Burton in front of the midcourt line. Again guarded by Grant Miller. Burton to the right wing. Out of the corner, gets the hand off over to Jake Swisher. He'll back it up out top. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Hiland 28 and Monroe Central 28. In Division 4 boys district semifinal basketball from Gene Ford Gymnasium at Cambridge. Down to 8 seconds. Here's Swisher. Pass left wing to Kroll. Left corner now to Tucker Howell. Howell top to Kroll. 2 seconds. Left wing Howell. His three-pointers high in the air. Going to be knocked down at the buzzer. Great defense, but better offense. Howell will close out the third by giving Monroe Central a 31-28 lead through 3 quarters over the Hawks. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
Many things can cause damage to your vehicle. A deer, another car, or that parking lot pole that came out of nowhere. Regardless, your ride needs to be repaired. And Finish Line Auto Body is the place to go. Finish Line will help pay your insurance deductible. That's right, Finish Line will pay up to $500. You could get your vehicle repaired while paying $0 out of pocket. Call or visit the Finish Line Auto Body Customer Care Center for details. Located on State Route 83, across from Pomerane Hospital in Millersburg.
Next time you're in a Subway restaurant and you're looking for a little extra snack to top off your favorite foot-long sub, why not add a soft, chewy, and oh so delicious Subway cookie? They're available in 4 tasty flavors, so maybe a dozen would be better. And all Subway cookies are baked fresh daily, and that helps make them the most loved cookie in America. And did we mention they're available in a platter? Take a variety to your next party or event. Subway cookies, the perfect way to finish your next Subway meal.
Scored Monroe Central 12-11 in that third quarter. Third quarter was courtesy of Benji Miller. Hiland 2 for 3 on three-point tries for 67%. Monroe Central 1 for 3 for 33%. Hiland was 2 for 3 from two-point range, while Monroe Central was 3 for 6 for 50%. Hiland 2 for 2 from the foul line, while the Seminoles also were 2 for 2 from the charity stripe in that third quarter. Monroe Central out-rebounded Hiland 4-3. Each team had 4 turnovers in that third quarter. Seminoles basketball out top to begin the fourth quarter of play. On the right corner goes to Jake Swisher. He'll find Tucker Howell. Howell dribbles it on the right wing. Howell picks it up, pass out top to Bunning. Bunning back in the corner goes to Swisher. Swisher to the foul line, head fake. Hicks it out top, goes over to Mike Bunning. Bunning crossover right point, backs it up now high on the right side. Working his other drive. Lane, layup by Bunning, off the glass and good. What a move, Mike Bunning. He has 4 points, all coming in the second half. And all of a sudden, a 5-point lead for the Seminoles, 33-28. Hiland ball just into the fourth. Here's Detweiler to the foul line. To the corner goes Tony Yoder. Yoder to the baseline. He's cut off. Picks it back in the corner of the Detweiler. His pass goes cross-court. Now to Grant Miller. Miller to the foul line. His floater's up in the air, going to be good. Got the bounce. Grant Miller has his first 2 points tonight. Hiland down by 3. Here's Seminoles with the basketball on the right wing. Back it up out top. Here's Swisher's pass goes over to Burton. Out top now to Colin Kroll. Kroll looking, pass to a backdoor, cutting Tucker Howell, who grabs it and lays it in. Tucker Howell has 16, 35-30 lead for Monroe Central. Great set that time for the Seminoles. Hiland ball. Here's Tony Yoder out top. Picks it up. Shovels a pass near side to Grant Miller. Right corner, Caden Miller. Lobs the right point to Detweiler. His three-pointer's going to be in and out and back in. Semi Detweiler has 15 points. That's his third three-pointer tonight. Timeout called, 6:19 to go. Monroe Central 35, Hiland 33. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM. It's okay to treat yourself now and again. Pomerane Medical Spa in Millersburg is dedicated to helping you look and feel your best every day. Whether you are looking for a wrinkle-free smile or a youthful lift for your aging skin, their Botox or lip fillers will be the perfect solution for you. In the month of March, they'll be offering a 20% discount on all services for their new clients. Wave those wrinkles goodbye and get the subtle yet wowing look you've always wanted. Call 674-1584, extension 5012 today. 37-31 lead. Last update over Shady Side in their Division 4 district semifinal matchup. Crossover vehicle owners, there's a tire just for you. Stop by Holmes Tire LLC and see the all-season Yokohama Geolander G055. Contact Holmes Tire LLC in Millersburg, Spencer, Mount Vernon, and Ladamville. It'll be Seminoles basketball out of the timeout. They lead it by 2. 6:17 to play in the fourth quarter. And Colin Kroll across the timeline hands it off to Howell. Howell working against Tony Yoder. Dribbles the left point. Shovels a pass to Burton on the right side. Burton out top. Back in the right wing to Kroll. Now to the corner. Here's the baseline drive. Cut off is Swisher. Back to Burton. Burton drive. Cut off. Back to the corner goes to Swisher. Swisher to the baseline. His pass to cutting Mike Bunning. His layup is going to be no good. Rebound fought for. Finally grabbed by Tony Yoder. He'll race it across the timeline for the Hawks. Yoder drive to the foul line. Lobs it back to the corner. Here's Grant Miller's three-pointer. That's going to be knocked down.
And this place is going crazy. You knew as soon as they took that lead, it was going to happen.
First lead tonight. Hiland up 36-35. Back-to-back buckets by Grant Miller. That's his first three-pointer. Here's the drive by Howell. Lane spins around. His shot up, going to be good. Great answer, Tucker Howell. What a game he's had.
Yeah, he's having a great game, and they don't have an answer for that right now. Just contain him. Hopefully they can stop him and get a couple stops.
18 points for Howell. 37-36 lead for Monroe Central. 5.5 to go. Timeout called. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
Come experience the Premier Pharmacy difference. Hi, this is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy in Berlin and now also in Millersburg inside Rody's IGA. We're here to fulfill all of your prescription and immunization needs. Don't wait for your next doctor visit to start experiencing the difference of an independent community pharmacy. Just stop in or call and we will transfer your active prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Premier Pharmacy in Berlin and Millersburg, your community pharmacy.
At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway Player of the Game as that player receives one complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg, the Subway Player of the Game. Well, for the Hawks, you kind of talked about during the break at Benji, it seemed like Hiland doing a good job setting some screens for their shooters and getting them some open looks here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's been the difference here, and they're getting fired up. They're going to play a little harder. Let's see what these last 5 minutes of the game takes here.
Hiland basketball down by a point, 5:20 to play. Grant Miller across the timeline. Pass left wing goes to Shether. Back to Grant Miller, out top to Shether. Dribbles it, drive to the lane. Shether's layup off the last is no good. Missed the layup. Rebound grab by Croy. To the front court for the Seminoles, to Burton on the left wing. He'll back it up. Shovels it out top to Mike Bunning. Now to Burton, high on the left side. Back in the left wing, Tucker Howe. 5 minutes to go. He'll hand it off to Burton. Burton to the baseline. Burton's shot's going to be against the double team. Up and good. Tough shot. He got it to go. 8 points, Malachi Rose Burton. 39-36 lead from Monroe Central. Here's Grant Miller. Hands it off to Detweiler on the right wing. He'll take it to the foul line. Back to the left wing to Weaver. Weaver drive. Back in the corner, grab by Grant Miller. His pass from the foul line to Shether. Out top, Grant Miller. Miller to the foul line. Into the corner goes to Tony Yoder. Drive. Lane, Yoder, shot up, going to be good. Got the bounce. Tony Yoder now has 6. Hiland back to within 1. 4:20 to go. Seminoles basketball into the front court. Here's Jake Swisher, the 6'1 senior, averaging 8.5 a game. Takes it left wing. Now to the corner. Swisher double team. Kicks the left wing back to Howe. His three-pointer's going to be knocked down again. Tucker Howe, 7 points in the fourth quarter, 21 for the game. 42-38 lead for the Seminoles. Hiland ball. Here's Grant Miller out top. On the left wing, Tony Yoder now. Takes it out top. The handoff goes to Shether on the left wing. Back to Yoder, right wing. Drive. Lane, Yoder. Left-handed layup off the last. Going to be no good. Rebound, fought for. Grab by Rose Burton. Seminoles with the basketball on a 4-point lead. Burton to the front court. Pass to the left wing goes to Howe. Howe crossover. Lane bumped, and he will be fouled by Grant Miller. The 16th foul on Hiland. And for Grant Miller, that is his second personal foul. And boy, he has been a force here today. As you mentioned, Hiland, just no answer for him so far.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad foul. I mean, he wasn't shooting, and he had a clear path. If Miller wouldn't have been there to help, he definitely would have had a layup.
Good foul that time. Howe now to inbound. Pass to the left wing, chased down by Malachi Rose Burton. Into the corner of the Tucker Howe. Handoff back to Burton, high on the left side. 42-38 Seminoles. 3.5 to go. Back on the right side, goes over to Jake Swisher. He'll back it up in front of the midcourt line. Swisher starts to the top of the key, lobs the left wing to a leaping Malachi Rose Burton to the foul line. Lane, his floaters up to the back of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Chris Shether. Shether dribbles it himself across the half-court line. He'll take a left wing, drive to Lane. Nobody picked him up. His layup is good with the left hand.
Great
Chris
hesitation move.
Coast to coast. He has 5. Hiland down by 2. Seminoles basketball. Into the front court. Here's Howe. Shovels the left wing back to Burton. Into the corner. He'll find Kroll. Kroll to the baseline. Cut off by Weaver. Kicks it back near the midcourt line. Chased down by Mike Bunning. Bunning against Sammy Detweiler. Cross-court pass goes to Burton now high on the right side. 42-40 lead from Monroe Central. They had the ball. Back in the corner of the Tucker Howe. Howe to the baseline. Back to Swisher on the right wing. Out top to Malachi Rose Burton. Burton to the right wing. Spins around to the foul line. Back on the left side. Goes to Bunning. Drive. Lane. Bunning's layup off last. No good. Rebound goes over to Tony Yoder. Grant Miller with the basketball for the Hiland, down by 2. On the left wing, here's Yoder. Dribbles it. Backs it up to the corner. And pass to the right block inside the Shether. He'll back it up. Shether spins around. Knocked loose. Grabs it again. Backs it in again. Shether. Jump hook is going to be knocked down. Chris Shether. 4 in the corner. We're tied up at 42.
Tough play by Shetler there. getting a lot of contact in there and be able to finish that jump hook.
Second tie of the half. And Seminoles basketball in a tie ball game. 1:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Burton with it high on the right side. Working against Grant Miller. Burton to the right wing. Now to the right side, gets the hand off to Tucker Howe. Howe cut off or on the foul line, double team. Howe's pass inside to Burton, grabs it. His layup going to be no good. Rebound goes to Scheller. Scheller dribbles it, pass over to Yoder, into the front court to Grant Miller. Miller has it high on the left. He'll back it up to start the offense. 1:20 to play. Hiland with the basketball. It's tied up at 42 in the fourth quarter. Grant Miller in front of the midcourt line for the Hawks as they spread the floor.
As simple as this sounds, they want a basket right here. Take the lead, put a little bit of pressure on the Seminoles.
Make them fight from behind. 1 minute to go. Tony Yoder with it high on the left side. And finally going to be a timeout call by the Hawks with 58 seconds to play. Hiland 42, Monroe Central 42. Don't go away. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Homes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Homes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
Let your home be without power. Call Holmesville Electric, your local Generac automatic standby generator dealer. Holmesville Electric has factory certified technicians and carries a full line of parts and service kits for all your Generac needs. Call 330-279-4522. What a ball game it's been, down to the wire once again in a tie ball game.
Yeah, it is. It's been great. And we were just talking there at the break again about if the Seminoles are going to leave them out there and waste some clock. If I was the Hawks, I would do that and maybe take the last shot. But I don't see the Seminoles doing that. I see them putting a little bit of pressure. So seeing what Hiland does here, if they make it, then maybe they'll take the last shot and try to go for the tie or the win.
One of those things that they do overplay, then if you have an open look, you got to take that, right? But if not, maybe back it up.
And that's the whole point of that, slowing it down, getting the defense to come out, maybe open the lane a little bit and get an easy layup or a foul.
We'll see what happens here. Hiland ball tied up at 42. 58 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. At side court, Tony Yoder to inbound. There's the whistle. Yoder inbounds it to Grant Miller in the backcourt. Miller back across the half-court line. 50 seconds to go. That time, right now, Rose Burton kind of sagging off him just a little bit. Down to 45 seconds. Have not started the count yet. Getting a little closer. Pass goes to Tony Yoder high on the left side. 40 seconds. Now tight defense. He'll dribble it out top. Lobs it high on the right side back to Scheller. Down to 35 seconds. There's the count. Scheller drive. Spins around. Pass in the hands of Dylan Weaver in front of the midcourt line. Yep. 28 seconds.
Just feeling it out. Seeing what they're going to give them. If they give him a fake and they bite on the fake, they're going to drive right to the basket.
20 seconds, 19. Here's Tony Yoder's pass to Scheller high on the right side. 15 seconds, he's double teamed. Now to Grant Miller. Miller's pass over to Weaver. Down to 10 seconds. Back to Grant Miller. They'll start into their offense. 8 seconds. Shot. Now to Scheller. 5 seconds to go. And he's going to be fouled by Jake Swisher. They did have a couple of fouls to give. So that'll be the 14th foul on Monroe Central, and Swisher has his third personal.
Yeah, not a bad play defensively. Clock winding down. Draw a foul.
And that'll cause another timeout. 5.5 seconds to go. It's tied up at 42. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Call Homes Ready Mix of Millersburg, offering ready mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Call today for prices and delivery options of ready mix concrete at 674-0865 or sand and gravel at 674-8121. That's Homes Ready Mix of Millersburg, a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
seconds to go. Tied up at 42 apiece. Hiland an overtime win, their last turn of the game, and boy, a chance that could happen here again. The Hawks hope not, as they had this final possession here, and a chance to try and get the win or go to the OT.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking for the win. Obviously, I'm looking for them to get a quick screen, maybe to get Detweiler a quick shot. If they don't have it, maybe cut Shetler to the basket, maybe get something backdoor. They probably won't give him anything too easy.
See what the Hawks draw up here. 5.5 seconds to go in regulation. Tied at 42, Hiland the ball. The win bat at midway into the front court on the near side for Tony Yoder.
Seminoles still have some fouls to give. Well, just looking to see what they're setting up in, and
they'll call a timeout as well. We'll keep it right here. 5.5 seconds to play. As again, the winner is going to be moving on to the district championship game that'll be this Friday night. And they'll take on either Malvern or Shadyside in that game. It looks like Malvern's going to be that opponent, as Malvern has taken a bigger lead at 56-38 over Shadyside. So a big lead for Malvern now. It was tight through most of the game, but Malvern's starting to pull away, and it looks like Malvern is going to be the other team in that district finals this Friday night at 7 o'clock at a neutral site. But this game all but decided just yet, as the Hawks trying to get that final shot here to get this victory here. Of course, right now we're video live streaming the Garaway-Ridgewood game also on the WKLM YouTube and Facebook pages. That's Garaway against Ridgewood tonight in the Division III district semifinal. This is really what tournament time is all about, right? Down to the wire here between these two teams.
Yes, it is, and we talked about that earlier. They had that overtime win, and let's hope they can just clinch it right here. They want to get the last shot, and, like I said, they have 2 fouls to give yet, or 3 fouls, sorry. So they might show them a little something and maybe get a foul here and make them reset.
5.5 seconds to go. Hiland again will inbound the basketball. This time Dylan Weaver will inbound it instead of Tony Yoder. Tied at 42. There's the whistle. Weaver looking. And passes it over to Shetler, right wing. Shetler drive to the baseline, backs it in. Shetler, shot up, going to be blocked, out of bounds as time expires, and they'll do it here for regulation. Great defense. Shetler took it to the basket, thought he might have a chance to get a shot out, but great defense to block that ball, and that'll do it for regulation. Yeah. Tied up at 42.
I believe they got the look they wanted. Shetler had a chance to win it, just what we've been seeing the whole game. Great defense by both teams, and what a way to end it in regulation with good moving. Just great defense, what we've been seeing all day.
Second straight overtime game for the Hawks. We're tied at 42. We'll back with overtime after this on WKLM. Are you having ongoing issues with your flat or low slope roof? MEB Systems of Sugar Creek specializes in flat or low slope roofs and has been serving the community and beyond since 1977. Whether it's tracking down or resolving a persistent leak, you are in need of a complete roof replacement, or you have a new build, MEB Systems will strive to find the best solution for you. They believe if a job is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems Incorporated today at 330-852-4333 and visit them online at mebsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all Holmes County athletes a safe and healthy season. 11 in that fourth quarter, and we're tied at 42 going into overtime. Alex Yoder to jump for the Hawks. Alex Yoder, a 6'6" sophomore, jumping from Monroe Central. That is the Malachi Rose Burton, a 6'1" senior. Much shorter, but definitely good leaping ability. That's why he has that toss.
That's right. That's what I was just going to say. That's why he's jumping.
Officials situate anything before they make this whistle here. Now we're ready for the toss. Up in the air, going to be won by Monroe Central. They'll have it here to begin the overtime session, tied up at 42. Scroll to the front court. Pass goes to the corner. Received now by Swisher. Takes it right wing. Working against Alex Yoder. Swisher back near midcourt. Dribbles it. Past the cross court goes to Malachi Rose Burton. Now to Tucker Howe high on the right side. Howe crossover to the foul line. Shovels the left wing back over to Swisher. Swisher foul line. Kicks the right point to Burton. Burton to the foul circle. Back in the left wing to Mike Bunning. Bunning now top falls down. Picked up now high on the right in the hands of Jake Swisher. Back to Bunning. Bunning backs it up. Pass inside. Going to be deflected. And on the floor, finally stolen by Alex Yoder. Now the Sammy Detweiler to the front court. Detweiler spins around and he'll be fouled. Blocking foul on Bunning. That'll be the 15th foul on Monroe Central. Bunning has his third. That came after the 11th Monroe Central turnover. And Alex Yoder out. Back in is Dylan Weaver. Weaver tonight with just 2 points for the Hawks. And to inbound it, Sammy Detweiler does so to Dylan Weaver out top. Now to Chris Shuther, left of the foul line. Dribbles it, hands it off to Sammy Detweiler. Back to Weaver on the right wing. He'll take it to the baseline, lay it by Weaver. Off the glass and good. Right on cue, Weaver has 4 points. Hiland a 2-point lead. Monroe Central basketball. Here's Stroll. Cross-court pass received by Swisher high on the right side. Swisher dribbles it to the top of the key. Back in the left wing, the Rose Burton. Burton shovels it high on the right side, back to Bunning. 2:45 to play in OT. Bunning spins around to the foul line. Pass goes into the corner. Juggle grab by Stroll. Left wing back to Swisher. Swisher takes it out top. Crossover left wing. Gets the handoff over to Colin Stroll. 44-42 lead for Hiland in OT with 2.5 to go. Stroll's pass goes right point over to Tucker Howe. Howe to the foul line. Lane, his layup is going to be good. Tucker Howe has 23. We're tied up again at 44. Hawks basketball. Here's Sammy Detweiler into the front court. Back in the right wing, Grant Miller. He'll call out to play. He'll back it up near midcourt. Back in the left wing, the Shuther. Back to Grant Miller. Now the Shuther out top. Takes it right wing. Shuther backs it into the right block. Inside the paint. His shot up going to be partially blocked. Rebound going to be grabbed by Tucker Howe. Howe to the front court. Back in the right corner now to Swisher. Swisher under the bucket. Knocked out of bounds by Grant Miller. It'll stay with Monroe Central.
Yeah, on the other end, the Hawks got what they wanted. They got the switch on defense. Shetler had the little guard on him. Just couldn't finish with some great help defense there.
1:47 to play in OT. Tied up at 44. Inbound to Malachi Rose Burton. Gets the handoff over to Kroll out top. Drive to the baseline. Kroll head fake. Looking. Kicks the left corner back to Howe. Howe to the foul line. Takes it out top. Back over to Jake Swisher. Swisher crossover. Now to the foul line. Picks it up. Knocked loose. Stolen away by Chris Shuther. Shuther to the front court. Backs it up now high on the left. Back to the 12th Monroe Central turnover. 1:20 to play in OT. Here's Grant Miller with the basketball. Tied up at 44. Miller's pass goes left wing to Weaver. Weaver drive. Lane spins around. Knocked loose, but a foul's going to be called. Great move by Dylan Weaver.
Yes, it was.
Starting to assert himself offensively a little bit here in the overtime session.
Yep, and that's what you like to see. You know, the Hawks just spreading the ball around. It started with Detweiler there a little bit, and then Grant Miller hit a couple, and now it's turning the ball over here to Weaver.
16 foul on Monroe Central. 4th personal on Jake Swisher. Free throw by Weaver. That's up. That's going to be knocked down. Dylan Weaver now has 5-3 in the overtime session. He is a 80% free throw shooter on the year. 6'1 senior came in averaging 13.5 a game and 3.5 rebounds per contest during the tournament trail. Second free throw by Weaver. That's up, going to be good again. Rattles them home. 2-point Hiland lead. 46-44. Here's Rose Burton for the Seminoles. 1:05 to play in overtime. From Gene Ford Gymnasium at Cambridge. That pass out top to Tucker Howe. Howe crossover. Down to the foul line. Lane. Back to the corner of the Burton. And they call a charge.
Great defense by Grant Miller right there. Taking the charge, the little guy. Love it. Love to see that.
Huge play defensively. Monroe Central, their 17th foul. Howe, his 4th personal foul also. And now a timeout. 55 seconds to play in overtime. Hiland 46. Monroe Central 44. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
55 seconds to go. Winner moves on to take on Malvern in the district championship game this Friday night. That'll be at 7 o'clock at a neutral site. Huge defensive play by the Hawks, and the Hiland a chance to maybe take a 2-possession lead here with this possession.
Yeah, that's That's a great heads-up play, and just goes to show that you don't need the ball to be called for an offensive foul, and Grant Miller knew that, and they step up. If they can get a basket here, that would be huge, put a lot of pressure on the Seminoles, make this crowd going crazy. I'm loving it. I'm sitting here smiling. I love that, and as a coach, you love to see plays like that, and those are the ones that don't really get accounted for sometimes.
Those little plays stepping up in the crucial moments. Hiland against the full court pressure right now. And ball embedded to Weaver. His pass goes to Yoder. Yoder in the backcourt gets the handoff to Grant Miller. Into the front court goes to wide open Chris Shether. His layup is going to be good. Seminoles kind of selling out defensively on that press, but Hiland beat it, and then there was a wide open layup on the other end. Here's Tucker Howe. Pass right wing, goes over to Scroll. Three-pointer by Howe, going to be up in the air, going to be no good. Rebound going to be to the floor. Chase after, finally grabbed by Grant Miller. And he'll be fouled by Malachi Rose Burton. And the Hawks going to the foul line, and they have a two-possession lead with 30 seconds to play in overtime.
Yeah, the Seminoles just got a little impatient there, I think. Didn't need that three. Just needed to go for a quick bucket, but that press hurt them. They came out. They weren't pressing much this whole game, and then right there and just gave up backside wide open layup to Shetler, which is huge.
First personal on Malachi Rose Burton. Now a 1-1 for Grant Miller. Big free throws here for Grant Miller. The free throw's up, going to be no good. Rebound fought for. Knocked out of bounds by Howe. And Hiland to get this ball back. Good job by Dylan Weaver, kind of battling for that basketball. Kind of boxing him out. Didn't grab it, but he caused Howe to knock it away. And Hiland keeps this basketball.
Just put a body on somebody. Sometimes that's all that matters.
Inbound to Weaver in the corner. Dylan Weaver, double team. Picks it up, triple team. Finally a foul is called. And that'll send Weaver to the foul line, who, of course, just got done hitting some two-pressure free throws for Hiland in this fourth quarter. He'll be back at the foul line again for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, Grant Miller there cheering him on, calming him down, just focusing a little bit with some smiles on his face.
Fourth personal on Mike Bunning. 19 fouls on Monroe Central. Weaver with the free throw. That's up in the air, going to be in and out, no good. Another missed free throw, good. Rebound goes to Howe. Here's Burton to the front court, right corner. Three-pointer by Scroll, going to be high in the air, no good. Rebound grabbed by Burton. His put back, no good, but he's going to be fouled. With 13.5 seconds to play in overtime, and Malachi Rose Burton to the foul line now to shoot two.
It's going to be a hard-fought 13 seconds here.
17 fouls on the Hawks. Third personal foul on Grant Miller. Malachi Rose Burton, he has 8 points tonight. The left-hander with the free throw is up, going to be good. Has one more to go. 48-45 lead for Hiland in OT. 13.5 seconds to play. Hawks back-to-back missed free throws and keeping the Seminoles alive here. Here's a free throw up, going to be good. Makes them both. 10 points for Burton. Timeout called by Monroe Central. Hiland 48, Monroe Central 46. 13.5 seconds to play in OT. This is district semifinal basketball on WKLM.
For all your heating needs this winter, call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner. With combined knowledge of over 65 years, you know that you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of other furnaces and equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call today, 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
At the conclusion of tonight's contest, we'll be announcing the Subway Player of the Game. That player receives one complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subway at 995 South Washington Street in Millersburg. The Subway Player of the Game, and you got to believe there's going to be a big full-court press being shown by the Seminoles. Hiland just have to beat this pressure, obviously, in this possession.
Yeah, just need to get it across. I'm sure they're not going to foul right away. They might see what happens. If they get the ball to half court, then they'll probably foul. They're going to go for a steal here, maybe a trap, get something, an easy basket.
Tony Gooder to inbound for Hiland on the back baseline. And a 2-point lead. Inbounds to the Grant Miller in the backcourt. Miller looking. Gets a pass off. Tony Gooder, he'll grab it across the timeline. Gooder with the high on the left. And he will be fouled with 5.4 seconds to go in overtime. This time, Tony Gooder will go to the foul line. It'll be a double bonus, 2 free throws with that 10th team foul on the Seminoles.
Yeah, and he had two guys underneath the basket, but you just have so much pressure. You just want to control the ball. You don't want to turn anything over. Would have been nice if it would have been able to throw it on the basket to finish that game.
Tony Gutter, 6 points tonight. I believe, is he 2 for 2 from the foul line tonight?
Yes.
Knocked down 2 free throws back in that second quarter. Free throw here is up, going to be knocked down. Nothing but net to Tony Gutter. He has 7. Hiland now a 3-point lead, and this next one's a big one.
Yes, it is.
Gutter, 6'1" senior. Free throw is up, going to be knocked down again. Big time pressure free throws, Tony Gutter. He has 8 points, 50-46 lead for the Hawks. Timeout called again with 5.4 seconds to go. Tony Gutter, just the 60% free throw shooter during the regular season, but he's been outstanding at the foul line during the postseason play, and he looked pretty good on those free throws.
Yeah, he did. He's 4 for 4 for tonight's game, and there's the pressure. I don't care how good of a free throw shooter you are.
Yeah.
You go into that. There's kids I've seen shooting 80% for the game, and they come out and miss 2 big free throws. That's huge.
And Tony Gutter's always been that defensive specialist for Hiland, but he's kind of stepped up offensively when he's had to. And it seemed like tonight, 8 points for him, but really just for him looking for a shot a lot more tonight. It seems like just to respect him defensively from Monroe Central, he's been a big factor here tonight as well for the Hawks.
Yeah, and I think all the guard play, all the starters here for the Hawks have played really well and just stepping up at different times, and that's what you need, Everybody can beat anybody, and when they key on one person a little bit, then somebody else steps up. And that's great team, and that's great philosophy here at what they're trying to do for Hiland, what they've done for years.
So it'll be Seminoles basketball, down by 4, 5.4 seconds to go in OT. Ball inbounded, rolled over to Burton at midcourt. He'll grab it, takes it to the front court. His three-pointer is going to be no good. Rebound goes to Weaver. That will do it, and Hiland again survives and advance.
What a comeback, and what a great second half by the Hiland Hawks here tonight.
They win it 50-46. In overtime does Hiland. And Hiland indeed will move on as they will advance to the district championship game this Friday night as they go to 20-4 in the year. They won 4 straight, 7 of their last 8 games. They'll play against Malvern Friday night at 7 p.m. at a neutral site. From Monroe Central with the loss, they'll end their season with a record of 17-8, snapping a 4-game winning streak. Final score tonight in boys Division 4. District semifinal basketball from Gene Ford Gymnasium at Cambridge. It was Hiland 50, Monroe Central 46 in OT. Back to wrap it up after this on WKLM. Proud to serve all your real estate and auction needs, RES Auction Services and HER Realtors have been a locally and independently owned real estate and auction company for over 40 years. At HER Realtors, the selling market is strong. If you give them the listings, including property listings, they have the buyers. Contact HER Realtors at 674-7610, on the web at herrealtors.com, or RES Auction Services at 833-765-3737, and on the web at res.bid. Located on Glen Drive in Millersburg, making a difference one sale at a time.
Fox's Pizza Den in Millersburg is looking for smiling faces to join their team. Day shifts are available 6 to 7 hours per day, 6 days a week. Successful candidates will need the following skills: the ability to work as a team, self-motivated, dependable, customer-focused, and able to follow directions with limited supervision. If you are interested, stop by the store at 42 North Grant Street to pick up an application. Fox's Pizza Den is a proud supporter of all Holmes County athletes.
When it comes to service of your farm equipment, your one-stop shop should be at Buckeye Farm and Garden. In their full-service garage, they can work on any construction tractor, farm equipment, or fleet service. And check out their shop for their selection of construction and farm equipment to rental equipment. Buckeye Farm and Garden will try to get you what you need to get the job done. Whether it's farm equipment, parts, or service, stop by Buckeye Farm and Garden, located off State Route 39 between Millersburg and Berlin. Check them out at buckeyefarmandgarden.com or call 674-0456. Buckeye Farm and Garden, your farm equipment connection. Sauls in Berlin wishes good luck to all Holmes County coaches, players, and families on the tournament trail. They also invite you to stop in and see all the new spring items they have to offer, including potting benches and glass window boxes. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind unique item, including a large selection of hot sauces, marinara, and salsas to share with the community, visit Sauls online at saulsinberlin.com or find them on Facebook.
If you're thinking about retiring, you probably have a lot of questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You are ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Rob Huvis with Edward Jones Investments in Millersburg. Let's work together to help ensure that your finances can keep up with your own needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by my office at 212 North Washington Street. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
It is the final in boys Division 4 district semifinal basketball from Gene Ford Gymnasium at Cambridge. Hiland wins it in overtime over Monroe Central by a score of 50-46. Monroe Central started off red hot as they were up 8-0 at one point in the first quarter. They led 15-5 after one. All Seminoles in that first quarter of play. However, Hiland started chipping away at that deficit. They would outscore Monroe Central 11-5 in the second quarter, and the Seminoles had a 4-point lead at 20-16. At halftime, Hiland outscoring Monroe Central 12-11 through three quarters, and Monroe Central led through three at 31-28. And then in the fourth, Hiland would outscore the Seminoles 14-11, and it would be tied up at 42 at the end of regulation after a shot that was blocked by Shetler at the end of regulation for the Hawks. But then Hiland would outscore Monroe Central 8-4 in overtime, doubling them up. The Seminoles in that overtime session, and Hiland wins at 50-46 in OT, their second straight OT victory in postseason play. For Hiland, they would finish up with one player in double figures, and that was Sammy Detweiler. Detweiler for the night was 3 for 3 from three-point distance, 3 for 4 from two-point range, and for Sammy Detweiler, he would finish up with 15 points on the night, and that would lead all scorers for the Hawks, and Detweiler in double figures for him for the 13th time on the season for Sammy Detweiler, again with those 15 points and knocking down 3 three-pointers on the night. Also scoring for Hiland, Chris Shetler just missing double figures. As Shetler, he was 4 for 10 from two-point range, 1 for 2 for the foul line for Shetler's total of 9 points. And also Tony Yoder was 0 for 1 on three-point tries, 2 for 3 from two-point range, 4 for 4 for the foul line, including 2 crucial free throws at the end of the game, and Tony Yoder finished up with 8 points. 6 points scored by Dylan Weaver, 5 for Grant Miller, 2 points also for Alex Yoder, rounding out the Hiland total of 50 points. For Monroe Central, leading away for them, that was Tucker Howe, and for Howe was outstanding for the 6'1 freshman, and for Howe on the night, he would finish up make it 2 for 3 on three-point tries. He was also 8 for 11 from two-point range and 1 for 2 for the foul line. Tucker Howe finished up with a game high of 23 points. Malachi Rose Burton for the Seminoles would finish up going 0 for 2 on three-point tries, 3 for 7 from two-point range, and 4 for 4 for the foul line, as Burton had 10 points. Also, 6 points scored by Jake Swisher. He did not score in the second half. And also 4 points for Mike Bunning, 3 points scored by Colin Kroll, rounded out the Seminoles total of 46. Final score in overtime, Hiland a winner 50-46, and Hiland will take on Malvern in the Friday's district championship game. Malvern defeated Shadyside tonight 61-45. It'll be Friday night at 7 p.m. at a neutral site. Now for the final team numbers, here's Benji Miller.
All right, thank you, Matt. The Hiland Hawks shot 4 for 8 from the three-point line for 50%. The Seminoles were 5 for 14, 36%. From the two-point shooting tonight, the Hawks were 14 for 26 at 54%. The Seminoles 8 for 26 for 31%. Free throws were a big difference. Hawks shooting 14, making 10 of those for 71%. And the Seminoles were 5 for 6, 83%. The Hawks out-rebounded the Seminoles 22-17 and had one less turnover with 11, and the Seminoles with 12.
And for the Hawks individually rebounding-wise, Chris Shetler had 5 rebounds, 3 boards also for Dylan Weaver. And for Monroe Central, it was Tucker Howe who led the way. He had 8 rebounds, 3 at the offensive end, and 6 rebounds for Malachi Rose Burton as well. Final score, Hiland a winner 50-46 in overtime. They advance on to the district finals Friday against Malvern, and again survive and advance. And for the Hawks, as we talked about, and Mark Schlabel talked about before the game, not panicking despite being down early and pressure moments down the stretch, just finding the way to make those big plays to get this win.
Yeah, and that's what good teams do. And, yeah, like you said, they didn't have the greatest start they wanted. And I've said it before, the first quarter a lot of time plays out how the game goes. And like they said before the game, they weren't going to panic. They've been here before. They'll come back, and they just stayed patient. Like I said, they just missed some shots early, and that was the big difference. But, just patience, and that's what good teams do. That's what you love that as a basketball coach, to see your kids being patient, listening to what you're doing, And they were doing what their coaches were asking them to do. And like you said, they've been there before with the last game. They didn't want to be in that same situation, but, yeah, they definitely did that really well and played a really good second half.
Our co-Subway players of the game will go ahead and give it to two guys. Tony Yoder tonight, as well as Sammy Detweiler. Sammy Detweiler, of course, when he got hot in that third quarter, that was a huge lift for the Hiland offense, obviously. He ended up scoring 10 points in the third, including 2 3-pointers in the third, and a big 3-pointer he knocked down in the fourth as well. Sammy Detweiler will be our co-Subway player of the game, and also Tony Yoder will be a Subway player of the game. Yoder, of course, what he does defensively, he's also will force offensively tonight, makes some big buckets for Hiland when they needed him to, including the big clutch free throws down the stretch. So Tony Yoder will be our other Subway player of the game. Just a couple of guys there that were very key to Hiland's win tonight.
Yeah, yep, I would totally agree with that. Coming down to clutch there at the end, and that's when, when I played basketball in high school, that's what they said, the players that play in the fourth quarter are the tired ones, and those are when your true ball players come out, and they just showed that here tonight.
This is a very good Monroe Central basketball team. I get that. That's the other part. Very good team. Came in with 17 wins and very senior-laden team. You look at their starting lineup, all seniors except for Tucker Howell, who was an outstanding freshman. He'll be coming back. But this is a Seminole team that had a lot of experience, a lot of seniors coming in here, and again, a tough out, obviously, here this evening.
Yeah, it is. And like you said, I think that the Hawks came in with a good game plan to take Burton away. I believe that he was one of their leading scorers on the season. But yeah, and Howell stepped up, and only being a freshman, that's huge, and that's bright for a future. And he played a really good game here tonight as well. And but the Hawks had answers on defense. Like I said, they made some offensive mistakes, and then they'd go down and they'd make up for it on defense. And a lot of backdoor cuts, and they get beat a little bit. The help side wasn't there quite sometimes, and they made it up with some great blocks. And those guards have quick hands, and you love to see that as a coach. It's just no quit, and that's why they're successful with what they're doing right now.
And Hiland will find Malvern again. How about that in the district finals? It seems so many times it's been Hiland and Malvern when they've been in the Division 4, and it'll be that again, a rematch of last year's district finals when the Hiland defeated Malvern at their place. This time it'll be a neutral site. The Hawks will take on the Hornets this Friday night. So Hiland, the 2 seed, 10th ranked team in Division 4. They're now 20-4. They won 4 straight in 7 of their last 8. They indeed will face Malvern Friday night, 7 p.m., who defeated Shadyside tonight, 61-45. And again, that will be at a neutral site, and we'll be video live streaming that game hopefully on Friday. For Monroe Central, the 5 seed, they'll end their tournament run with a record of 17-8, snapping a 4-game winning streak. That'll wrap things up for us this evening. Reminder, tomorrow we'll have girls regional tournament basketball from Cuyahoga Falls. Waynedale is taking on Youngstown Liberty. Airtime for that will be about 5:45. Tip-off at 6 p.m. for tomorrow night. And, of course, on Friday we'll have 2 games coming our way once again. Both the boys district championship games with Hiland against Malvern, and also Garraway on Friday will be in action as well on Friday night for their district title game in Division 3. We'll have both those games for you, hopefully both video live streaming those games on Friday night. That'll wrap things up for us from the Gene Ford Gymnasium at Cambridge. Special thanks to Claxon Communications, Lydia Brady, also Carrie Garabrandt and Greg Perkins providing full video tonight on the WKLM YouTube page. We appreciate them. And also thanks to Brogan Steimel back at WKLM Sports Central. For Benji Miller, I'm Matt Croy. Reminder to stick around after the contest for high school scoreboard. We'll have those area tournament scores for you every 15 minutes all the way until midnight. Again, the final score in boys Division 4 district semifinal basketball from Cambridge. Hiland, a winner. They're moving on to Friday. They defeat Monroe Central 50-46 in overtime. So long, everybody.
Thank you for watching high school basketball from WKLM-FM 95.3. Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.